You don't want Rampage?
It just came on.
Like the video game? Rampage?
No, the Rampage from Friday just auto played on my laptop because I had TNT's website open. So I wanted to catch up on that today.
TNT. Oi.
Dynamite!
Oi.
Too soon?
No, never too soon. Gentlemen, how goes?
Oh, we're live? Holy shit.
I told you we were going live, buddy.
I didn't think you actually had the balls to do it ahead of time, but look at you. Look at you.
I just have to hit a button.
Button. Good one.
Nice.
Starting off fresh. Kev, you wearing a leather hat tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Little dominatrix action or what?
Not even close.
Oh.
You have a leather hat on?
It's like pleather. It was the hat from the show.
Oh, God.
It's pretty cool.
All right. How you guys doing?
You need some horns on there like Gags the Gimp.
Oof.
It's your guy, Gags.
Who's letting those guys compete at 74? Train wreck.
There's an awful lot going on with 74 that I'm not a fan of, but we'll get into that as the show goes on.
Oh, yeah, brother.
We will handle that as the night progresses.
Well, Tony is back from Wildwood.
Sorry, Kevin Rogue is not here tonight, folks. If you're tuning in for him, I can see we have no viewers at the moment.
And Kevin's here.
Oh, yeah. Always ready.
And I'm here.
You sure are.
JJ Rogue wants to know, leather hat. What is this, 1993?
I don't know. I just bought it. I don't make them.
I don't think I'd ever buy a leather hat.
It's not leather, man. There's no way. There's no way this is leather.
It looks very leather, Kevin.
Polyurethane.
Sure does.
100% polyurethane.
Polyurethane. Isn't that what they embalm bodies with?
I think it'll go fucking right up.
Ether. Right? Isn't that ether? Matt, what'd you say?
I said that thing will go right up.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good point.
Oh, boy. So everyone's back. We are a week away from episode 600. We have Chandler Hopkins with us tonight. We have a lot of wrestling to talk about. NWA 74s this weekend. AEW had a very interesting week. The WWE is in the news again. They're releasing people. They're shutting things down. They're opening things up. We have our Bound for Glory main event set.
Oh, fuck. Keep talking.
New Japan Pro Wrestling. We have our G1 champion.
Oh, yeah. Damn it. I forgot about that. It's the one thing I didn't watch.
Oh, man, Kev, you missed a banger. I had the pleasure of recording the Bread Club this afternoon, and we were joined for about 50 minutes by the voice of New Japan Pro Wrestling, Mr. Kevin Kelly. So that was fun.
Ooh.
Yeah,
How's Kalen doing?
Excuse me?
Kayla? What's his name?
Kieran.
Thank you. Wow.
Hello.
Kieran's great. He's coming to the States on holiday in a couple weeks.
And who's he gumming?
He's going out to Vegas. Vegas in California.
Okay.
Matt, you got to tell me when and when.
When and when? Jesus
you got to tell me
Christ.
when. No, that was that.
When in Rome.
When and when New Japan announced they were coming to New York City.
They announced that during the G1 finals.
And it sold out in like 5 seconds. And I had no idea.
The tickets went on sale today. Is it sold out?
Oh, it's sold out. You didn't get tickets?
No, I had to wait and see if I could get the day off because it is Halloween weekend. So it'll probably be my last busy weekend on the truck. Halloween.
Some place called like Paladonia in Times Square or something like that. Palindrome? Yeah. Something.
I'll have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah.
You know what? I might be going to baseball playoff games October 28th. I don't know.
From your mouth to God's ears, I swear.
Big night tonight in baseball. Sure.
Yeah, no. Get me to the end of September, though.
You had enough.
No, let's go. I don't invest much in the Mets-Yankees series rivalry. I don't really think there's much of it. People make it bigger than what it is. So
I think it's better when it's obviously better when the teams are good.
Yeah, but I'll care when it's the World Series. 2 games at the end of August. I don't give a shit about, to be perfectly honest with you.
That's pretty close. It's pretty close there.
It's not close enough, my friend.
All right.
All right, so we got a huge show. Chandler Hopkins joins us shortly. NWA 74 down the aisle tonight. Woo, woo. All right, we got to talk. I got some bone to pick with the committee too, but that's nothing new. That's all here next. Only fucking video. It's all here next on the Shining Wizards. Don't eye roll me, motherfucker.
How can you see?
The following is a presentation of the Shining Wizards Network, broadcasting live on rantiumradio.com and available on all podcast platforms and at shiningwizards.com. Follow us on social media at Wizards Podcast. Check out our merchandise at merch.shiningwizards.com. Do your Amazon shopping at amazon.shiningwizards.com and become a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/wizardspodcast. As always, we thank you for your continued support. And now, enjoy the show.
Hey, this is Moose, and you're listening to the Shining Wizards podcast.
What's up, fuckers?
Where did cheese go? It's a stupid fucking question, Kevin.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and
Whoa!
Hey, this is Moose.
God, that was disgusting. Shining Wizards rule the world.
You're tuned in live to the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast, episode number 599. Coming to you live on the rant, rantiumradio.com. Coming to you live in video format on all the social medias, the Facebook, the Twitters, the Twitches, and the YouTubes, and going with you wherever you go because we are available on each and every streaming and podcast platform. Let's get right into it. It's time for some wrestling talk.
and some talk about wrestling. In
Tony.
Oh no!
What the fuck was that?
Wrestling
Like that, Matt.
KJG.
I am a Matt. We're talking about the wrestling.
Coming on holiday.
Good God, boys, what's going on?
Oh, you
Not
know,
much. What's going on with you?
same old.
Back in the groove and getting ready to celebrate next week. We got a couple of stops to make along the way. In episode 599.
How was where'd you go? Camden?
Yes, Camden. Camden's beautiful this time of year, nice and warm.
For
Is it?
great things.
People are friendly.
I would
Plenty
hope
of
so.
places to stay. If you don't
Lots
need a roof or windows.
Lots of Airbnbs and
Lots of air, definitely. I don't know about B&Bs.
Did you have a nice vacation though?
Yeah, it was good times. It was good times, absolutely. A lot of time on the beach, a lot of time in the pool. Did the boardwalk thing, did the Cape May thing, you know. Yeah, out and about and letting it all hang out. There you
Feel
go.
refreshed?
Yeah, a little bit. I would say so.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's what what the vacation's all about, right?
Yeah.
my brother's down there now.
A lot of people have been going down the shore this year. So many people I know.
This is the most Captain Obvious statement ever made, ever.
What do you mean?
Everyone goes down the shore every year. I mean, sans COVID.
Maybe it's because of COVID. People haven't been going, but it seems like more people than usual are finding the Jersey Shore as their vacation spot this year.
I think they're unlocking more hidden gems than I feel like Asbury Park has had such a crazy resurgence in population and events and vacationing. I feel like a lot of people love that beach, and since a couple years ago, I guess they redid opened up a million new restaurants and all that stuff. So I feel like Asbury Park is hitting, but I feel like people every year, again, sans COVID, go down like hundreds of thousands go down the shore.
It just seems like a lot of people this year are hitting Wildwood for a change.
Because it's probably because it's a free beach still.
True.
Probably because it has the best boardwalk, I think, on the shoreline. The longest, I think. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it's the longest.
And then plus you got the big Wildwood sign that people like to pose in front of and
It's
get
also
pictures.
very family friendly.
Yes.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Look, you're old. We're old, bro. People Look, I had a barbecue last week, right? I had
That's
to
right.
give people 2 months notice, and then they were showing up with their kids, which was fine. It's just a different type of barbecue than what I was used to throwing, back when we were living in Fairfield on Clinton Road. This was not we're gonna blow things up with fireworks and shoot fireworks at people and get fucking drunk and wear a dress and jump on a trampoline party. This was like kids were running around, like real good vibe. Like it's a different time, bro. Wildwood is the spot for families. You want to go be a fucking degenerate, you go to that trash Seaside Heights. Right?
Loved Seaside Heights.
Yeah, we stood in Avalon, and I'd never been there before. It's a
You
different.
stood in Avalon?
Yes, and I
I
sat in
where else
Avalon. I
Where else
slept
did
in
you
Avalon.
stand, dipshit?
I stood in the place where I lived.
I'm gonna use all my good material now, and I'm not gonna have a shit next week.
Well, yeah, good.
Not gonna have a shit.
Oh, brother.
Avalon, not Avalon by the sea, just Avalon.
No, that's Avon.
That's
by the
Avon.
sea. Come on, dude.
Avon, Avalon. It's all the same.
Ding-a-ling dong. Yes.
You still got sand in your ass crack, no matter where you fucking went.
Yeah, I guess, but it was a different kind of sand.
Did the motel have an outdoor shower?
Yes.
Was it a full, or was it one of those like leg length ones just to wash your
Oh no,
disgusting feet?
They got feet and they got heads. They got
Feet
both
and
of them.
heads.
Yeah.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Shit, it's been
Knees
a long
and
time since
toes.
I did that. There you go. It was good times.
Good. Well, it's good to have you back.
Great to be back.
Alrighty.
And Kevin, I know you were in in Boston. All right. Well, we're gonna get. How was your trip to Boston?
Oh, it was good, man. Short. Only went from Friday to Sunday. I think I might have a new favorite wrestler.
Oh, who's that?
I think it might be Ricky Starks.
All right.
I think Ricky Starks is the coolest dude in the world.
Is he cooler than our guest?
Oh, well, no.
Well,
Not
you said
this
it, not
world.
me, bro.
Not this world. This world he's the coolest. He'll always be the coolest, and there'll never be anyone close.
Well, look, Chandler was in the chat when you said you had a new favorite wrestler, and I caught him shaking his head in disgust, Kevin.
What, when I said Ricky Starks?
Yeah.
I'm just saying he's a really good dude. That's all. As far as I know, I'm only hung out with him for a little bit, but that was it.
I plead the fifth.
Oh, okay. I
I plead the fifth. Won't comment on that one.
All right, well,
Doing.
listen, that's just me. I can't discuss how other people might feel about him. That's just me.
Of course. Everybody's their own. I'm gonna turn this where I can maybe get you guys on here a little bit better. Yeah, hold on, give me a second. Let's see if he'll turn it for me. There we
There
go.
you go. Hey.
Better, guys.
That's great,
Yeah,
Chandler.
perfect,
How are you,
actually.
man?
I'm doing good, man. Just kind of settling in for the night. Got here ready for you guys. I was actually Twitch streaming beforehand, and I took my pause break to talk with you guys. And as soon as we're done, I'll go right back to my Twitch streaming. So, how are y'all doing?
Good, man. How are
Plug
you?
that Twitch. What's the Twitch?
Twitch is Captain CAPT for an abbreviation _ pew pew _ So it says capt _ pew pew _ So we play a lot of Sea of Thieves, Sims 4, a lot of gun games, first person shooters. I don't really play more, but more so like Ghost Recons or we play a lot of Halo as well. So
I didn't hear Fortnite in there.
I don't like Fortnite.
Oh, dude, you're killing me already.
I'm sorry. I'm not a big fan of Fortnite. It's a very cool game, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of things of it that are just very childlike for a first-person shooter, and I'm not really. I like more actual realistic type video games. So nothing against Fortnite. It's done great, of course. Look at it, but at the same time, just not the one for me.
I just love all the goofy shit. My son's 14, so we play together. We got friends of ours that we get online with and we play with, and just constantly just talking trash just to each other. Like, you're a trash player. I can't believe we have you on the squad. You didn't kill anybody. Why are you drinking cocktails instead of reviving me? What the fuck are you doing? Oh, it's great times. Great times.
That's usually my Back for Blood, so zombie game, or I like Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves is kind of like a Pirates of the Caribbean type game on the open seas. So
Wait a second. You just said that you prefer more realistic games, and then you just dropped a zombie game on us.
okay, hey, it's still a first-person shooter. It's still not Fortnite. I'm not building stuff to jump up 100 feet in the air just to shoot somebody that was right below me. Like, I'm sorry.
Oh no, you see. The great thing about Fortnite now, you could play 0 builds. So I just play 0 builds. So, because, dude, the minute you take a shot at somebody, they built 17 stories up. And I said, fuck that noise.
Or you've got 10 things in front of them that you got to shoot through to get to them already again. It's like, nah, I'm done.
Exactly.
It's so funny you mentioned Ghost Recon, because I remember buying that game for PS2, thinking that it was going to be the most fun that like I ever had. And I couldn't do it. I gave up in like a week.
Man, sometimes, hey, everyone's got a different kind of gaming mentality. They do have a Destiny 2 Fortnite mashup fixing to come out, so you're supposed to be able to play with those two on the same. I don't know if it's going to be cross-play, but you're supposed to be playing with those two on the same version of those Destiny or Fortnite, so that'd be fun. But
yeah, that'll be interesting for sure.
Wow. Be definitely something different. Destiny's kind of one of those games. It's very open world, I guess, because it's a big universe. So I guess you could go into any universe, and Fortnite could be one of those universes. So that could be a really cool crossplay type deal.
Kevin, I'm curious in your doubt of zombies.
I'm sorry?
Your doubt that there aren't really zombies out there.
I don't know, because I'm an adult.
Don't be calling me, bro. Don't be calling me when zombies are eating your brains, bro. I'm gonna remember that. This is recorded.
I'm more worried about the freaking wildlife that is in my backyard than zombies eating my brain.
Well, what kind of wildlife do you have in your backyard?
Nothing crazy. That was just kind of something I said without thinking it through.
Oh, okay. I was like, yeah, I want to know. I like.
Yeah, no. Foxes, coyotes.
Okay, so you live out in the country?
Nope. City.
No. Not at all.
It's bad out here in Jersey, man. They're everywhere.
Jersey, and they're all over the place.
They're everywhere.
They stopped coming to Texas because we just shot them.
What, coyote? Wait, we got coyotes in New Jersey?
Hell yeah, dude.
Jesus. We've seen a few foxes, but I think they just wandered in from somewhere else, like coyotes.
We have bear and coyote. What do you know? I mean, we have bear in New Jersey. You don't think we got coyotes here?
Is that the craziest thing you've seen in New Jersey? Is a bear?
No, bears are pretty common.
Bears
around
are pretty
here.
common, and especially kind of where Matt lives. Bears are very, very, very common. The craziest thing I've seen is probably, and that's through like a photograph that somebody else took, but it was in my town, would be a coyote.
I thought you were going to say Sasquatch.
So a coyote, essentially a dog, is more crazy than a fucking 600-pound bear. If you
I didn't say crazy.
You said the craziest thing. He asked you what's the craziest thing you ever seen, and you said it wasn't a bear. You said
no, because I've never seen a bear. I've never seen a bear. I just know they exist here sometimes. I've seen a coyote via a picture in my town. So I know they're here.
I don't know what y'all have for wildlife. I've never been out that way. The closest I've been is Pennsylvania, and I lived in Pittsburgh. Actually, I lived outside of Pittsburgh for about 2 years in a little town called Washington. So,
okay,
I got there.
My cousin's out there. He lives in Moon Township.
Okay, yeah,
I lived out man.
Years. I snubbed in the oil field right out of college. So my
okay,
dad.
So let me ask you this: did you ever swing by Bruno's house while you were out there?
Here we go.
No,
sorry.
That
I brought up Bruno. Matt doesn't like Bruno Sammartino for some reason. I don't understand why.
I wasn't in wrestling at the time, so I probably wouldn't have had any pull with him anyways. So, but I think the craziest thing I seen while I was out there was we went to, I guess, was Jerome Bettis's bar. It's right outside the stadium there.
Nice.
And, we were going to go and tailgate all day, and that night we were going to walk back and we were going to watch the game in his bar. So we got back pretty early, and as we got back, he was actually walking in whenever we got back, and I was like, yo. And I'm a Steelers fan, so transplant from Texas, I get it. Cowboys suck, but Steelers all the way. Jerome Bettis walked in, though, and it's his bar, of course. So I'm like, oh, man, I'm tapping my buddy on the shoulder. I was like, that's Jerome Bettis. And he's literally huge, just like a bus, like they always said he was. But he comes up, and he's talking to the lady behind the bar, and I'm just, like, dumbfounded, like, oh, my God, that's Jerome Bettis, you know. And he looks over and sees my face, and he was like, hey, man, how are you? He shook my hand and was like, y'all getting shots or what? And I was like, well, we're going to drink a beer. And he goes, this one's on me. Y'all have a good day. And I was like,
shit, that's awesome.
So
So
cool.
now I'm curious. What is the name of Jerome Bettis's bar?
Bet 36, I think. Bet is 36, something like that.
Okay, I thought it would be something bus related.
It's Jerome Bettis's Grill 36.
Yeah, 36. Yeah, it was his number. So, but yeah,
Makes
no,
sense.
it was a cool little experience. Heinz Ward's got one out there too, and I think his was called like 86th or Wards or something like that. It was on like the main party street down in downtown Pittsburgh. So there's a couple of them that have bars out there.
Heinz Ward's Tavern 86.
Yeah, they all had their numbers attached to them. So weird.
I mean, that's what they're known. You know, Pittsburgh's a working class town. That's what they're known for. Their numbers. That's how they're. Yeah, they're not like the backup center. They were like huge parts to those teams.
I think the backup center would be more along like, hey, here's my name, number.
Yeah. The bar would be called Backups.
Yeah, they should just be like, hey, this is Ward's or hey, Bettis's or whatever. But it is what it is.
Get that 36. Sell a couple extra jerseys.
Yeah.
I know.
Chandler, we're going to get into all things coming up with you, but there's something I got to ask you something. There's something that's behind you that's blinking, and for the life of me, I can't try to make out what it is. What is that sign back there that is blinking all these different colors?
It says stay focused. And a reminder to myself, this is my goal board right here. It's got all my goals and everything written down on it. And every time I meet one of those goals, I check it off and then I replace it with another one so it stays filled all the time. So that way I always have something to aim for or shoot for. And that sign was just one of the things. It was actually a marquee sign that you can get from Walmart. You can make like 100 different sayings or whatever. But I just wanted something very quick and positive. That way when I woke up in the morning, that's at the foot of my bed. So when I wake up from my bed and I look up, it's the first thing I see. So it says stay focused.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I think I would have a seizure if that was at the foot of my bed.
Well, it doesn't stay on at night.
Okay.
And so usually on, like I said, I just twitched, and so it's on still for you guys, and y'all are still getting the lights. But as soon as this is all done, that'll all go off.
The goal board. What's the length of the reign that you want to hit on the Pele Pro Championship?
That's actually a goal that I have thought about writing down, but I haven't because I don't know what that answer would be because I don't know what the future holds. I know I want to hold it for as long as possible. I know I want to be the guy that takes Pele to the next upper echelon, which I've kind of already started doing that. But at the same time, like I haven't really put a number to it. I know if it's possible, I'd love to get a good year. I'd like to be the new longest reigning. But I don't know what my future holds. I don't know, who's going to come knocking or anything like that. So I can't just say, hey, I'm going to be the Pele champ for 2 or 3 years because honestly, that's not the ultimate goal. It is a goal and it's a great goal for me to have right now, but it's not the goal for the end of my career. So maybe a year. Let's break that Cam Cole record. I think his was just over a year. So maybe we do what? Let's go for 15 months. How about that?
I like that. Sounds good. And you got to worry down there in the DFW area with the wealth of independent wrestling down there. Anyone at any time could come knocking. I mean, you look at this September 3rd show. Alex Kane's there. Michael Bennett's there. We had Izzy James last week, and he did not shoot down the idea of possibly, if he can get through Khan, coming after you in that title.
I mean, hey, I welcome all challengers. Izzy and I have done battle many times. We've had a lot of good matches, and at the end of the day, I think we're probably about even too on victories. But at the end of the day, after I get through who's in my way before him, if he decides to come knocking, hey, let's do it. I have no problem being that guy. I have no problem saying, hey, I don't have an opponent this month or this show who's up for it. And the guy from DFW All Pro Academy wants to make a name for himself and steps up to the challenge. Cool, let's go. Let's see what you got. But at the end of the day, the goal is to come out victor. So if that's what he would like, Izzy, if Greg, Rory, whichever one we're calling you these days, I love you, big dog, but gutter snakes die too.
Oh, shit. Wow. We're on the line with Chandler Hopkins at the Young Gun _CH on Twitter and Instagram. His Twitch stream is capped _pew_. And he's got a Big Cartel shirt too, the Young Gun .bigcartel.com if you want to grab a t-shirt. We're talking Covenant September 3rd, Pele Pro Wrestling. Chandler, I follow you on all forms of social media. You've taken some pretty interesting pictures with the likes of Brian Cage and company. The one thing that really blows my mind, not that you're shredded, but that you do it in jeans, because that seems incredibly uncomfortable. And I don't know if you're working out in jeans. I don't know if I'm just being an idiot, but I don't know. Do you work out in dungarees?
No.
Fucking guy.
But you gotta think though, the cowboy is not just a gimmick. I live and breathe cowboy. I've been wearing tight ass jeans since I was a kid because we had to protect ourselves on farms from just anything and everything, from as little birds that come up out of the sand to ants that crawl up your legs, or even just when you're riding horseback, you don't want to have any kind of rash on your legs from wearing shorts. So it's just a natural thing for me. I've always been in jeans my entire life. Now these jeans aren't like your normal Wranglers. They're not stiff, so they do stretch a little bit, but they don't have too much. But at the same time, there's not anyone out there that's wearing any kind of Canadian tuxedo type attire. Most everyone is doing the normal, I'm an indie wrestler with some bikers and some kick pads, and here's my vest, and hey, I'm cool, I got it. But at the end of the day, like, what makes you different? What do you stand out with? Like, how does someone look at you and say you stand out amongst the crowd? I wear straight denim everywhere, denim and leather. That's what I do. And it sticks out. People say it all the time. Like, yo, I've never seen that. That's cool. I've got a guy that's making me some new gear for the upcoming shows for CYN. And he asked me for some pictures of what I wear currently. So I send them to him and he goes, yo, that's fresh. He was like, I've never made any gear like that. That is really cool. So I don't take my gear lightly. And it wasn't something that I just had right off the cuff either. I just tried it with some regular jeans. People started liking it, took off with it. And then I got a denim vest to match it.
We lost him.
Oh, no. Oh, boy.
Maybe his power went out. Oh, there we go. He's back. I thought so while Chandler's fixing his shit, my power went out just as I ended my my afternoon session with Kevin Kelly. Like, just as we ended, the power went out, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, that's the word. It got pretty bad. So I'm not surprised you lost power.
It was just a surge. It was just enough to take me offline and have me reset my shit.
Or reshit your set.
Reset my shit.
There it is.
Yes.
Back. Do you want me to unmute him?
He might have it. There he goes.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
No worries, brother. No worries.
Hey, mama takes precedence over everybody. I stop it for everything and anything for mom. So she lives in Puerto Rico, and they actually do a charter boat. They charter a catamaran, which is a sailboat. And anytime she calls me, I never know what's up. Something could be happening. So I always drop anything and everything. So sorry about that.
No, you're good. Everything's okay.
Everything's great. Yeah, she was reminding me that I have to pick her up from the airport this weekend. So
nice little visit. Is she coming in to see you wrestle?
No, she's coming in to actually sign over some paperwork on their house and stuff here in the inlands, and then she's leaving back out Sunday morning to go back to Puerto Rico. So not really one she's going to get to stay and have fun with. I invited her, but at the same time, mama's busy too.
There you go. We were talking about your gear. I gotta ask, you ever fuck with them pajama jeans?
Pajama jeans?
No.
No.
You don't know about pajama jeans?
No, bro. We got pajama jeans?
They're jeans, right? But
No,
the inside, they're made like pajamas.
Yeah.
No, I've never seen these. I mean, they're
They're jeans, but they're not denim.
They're not They have the look of denim then.
Yes. It's like Orange Cassidy.
Oh,
Think of that.
dude.
Now,
but for real people.
All right. So I can't imagine Chandler would be comfortable wrestling in pajamas, your balls sweating and stinking all over the place, and your asshole getting all sweaty and cracked.
Pajama jeans, man.
Nah, come on, dude. No.
Anyways, bro, we're wrestling.
No, fuck that. Ugh.
Wait, Tony, when you were wrestling, you didn't get sweaty?
Yeah, but I was wearing a singlet for God's sakes. I wasn't putting on pajama jeans.
But you're getting sweaty regardless. Who cares?
How fucking comfortable do you need to be when you're wrestling? I mean, why don't you just fucking wrestle naked? Sorry.
Hey,
I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know.
I mean, I got heated there for a minute, but my goodness. Sweaty balls is where I draw the line, dude.
Some wrestlers are pretty much wrestling almost naked. I mean, it doesn't look like we're covering much these days. So
No, the less the better, right? I mean,
Hey.
isn't that how it is?
it is what it is.
Shit.
It's easy for Chandler Hopkins looks like he's an Adonis. He can wrestle in his
Hey,
underwear.
I look like an Adonis. It just happens to be Adrian.
All right, that wasn't bad, Cody.
We lost him. Oh, he's back.
All right, that deserves an applause, Rick.
That was a good one, Tony. You got me there.
oh man.
All right. So you, Chandler, were supposed to defend the championship against Richard Holiday. There was a little change, and you see someone you probably are super familiar with, a Mysterious Q. Does that change your game plan going into September 3rd Covenant?
Honestly, it's going to change it a little bit.
Oh, excuse me.
Might be a
Sorry.
big boy, but let's not be mistaken. That guy is flawless. He's fast. He's quick, and especially for as big as he is, it's not normal to see a guy like that be as agile as he is. So, Richard Holiday is a little bit different because I'm not going to see that out of him. I'm going to be the fast guy. I'm going to be the agile guy. Which with this one with Q, we're both very agile. We're both very good in that ring. So there's no telling what's actually going to happen between us. This will be our first real match with each other that matters, that has a meaning. We wrestled in the Texas tournament last year or year before, something like that. But that was literally our only time we'd really wrestled each other. So this will be our really first time that we've got something on the line that really matters to both of us. And, it's going to be fun. I know him well. I've watched him do his thing. He knows me well. He's watched me do my thing. And at the end of the day, I have nothing but respect for the cookie. But still, cookies get eaten, and I'm the cookie monster.
All right, wait. So let me ask you this. I saw that Matt's favorite wrestler of all time, Marco Stunt, is also on the show. Any thoughts on little Marco Stunt?
He's not.
I like Marco.
He probably wears pajamas all the time. He's like a child. He doesn't.
He probably walks around smelling like balls everywhere he goes. I could imagine that.
His parents don't dress him when he gets out of bed. They just let him walk around in his pajamas. They take him to the supermarket. I know how it is. I see those kids all the time at the farmer's market.
Marco's good people.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you like, beating up children, that's your thing, man. I get it.
Hey, at least I get away with it for free if I do it to him.
See, there you go. I like it. There's always a silver lining.
Yep, I don't have to go to jail if that's the case.
Well, we don't want anyone going to jail.
No, definitely not. Unless they deserve it. But you don't.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
don't want Chandler to go to jail.
No, Chandler's not going. Chandler's going right to the top, Tony. I don't know if
he's at the top, bro. He's got to stay there. That's the key.
Right.
Pele Pro's great, but that's not. That's just a rung in the ladder.
But why do you think Marco Stunt's there, bro? That's where it's at.
Well, it's where we're at in Texas, yeah. But
there you go.
Be just Texas. I've been traveling a lot the past couple of years now, and my goal is not just Texas. I'm already one of the top guys in Texas. I don't need to keep proving that. I don't need to keep showing that. I got to prove to the world why Texas thinks I'm one of the top guys in Texas. So if I can be one of the top guys in Texas, I can try and be one of the top guys in the world, I think.
Where have you traveled?
So I've been to, let's see here, Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas, Mexico, New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, Florida. I've wrestled in Pittsburgh once for Pittsburgh, or twice for Wrestle Pit. Louisiana, Idaho, Chicago. So I've been around.
You got to get out to that Utah, that Devotion Championship Wrestling.
Oh, right. You in Utah.
That's where our boy Tombstone Jesus rolls, man.
I've seen him. Martin Pissau, my buddies, the Marty the Moth, and he wants me to come out there and wrestle him so bad. He's like, "Yo, would have a great match." I was like, "Yeah, we'll see." So
you have like the goal board behind you. Are you one of these? Are you a professional wrestler that has like the checklist where you want to wrestle like every state, like every country? Like obviously you would welcome the opportunities, but is that something that you would like take time out of your day to try to work on?
It doesn't necessarily have to be. I'll come with you guys. I got someone knocking on my door. It doesn't necessarily have to be one of those things where I wrestle in every single state. But at the same time, like I don't mind actually. Just keep it.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
New Year's Eve.
Chandler just got his Dominoes for the night.
I did get my Dominoes actually.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Bam!
Got my Dominoes here. So.
All right. Wait, before we go to your list, what did you get from Domino's? I got to know what the order is.
So I am a avid rewards member with them because they're quick and they're here at the house. And sometimes I'm in a crunch time. But I got a pepperoni pizza, hand tossed. I also got a chicken pizza because I got to have some extra protein. And then I also got 16 breadstick cinnamon bites with some cinnamon sticks and a 2 liter of Sprite. So
holy shit, my man. Nice.
Matt's looking at me like, wait, are you going to eat all that?
I know, no, because I'll eat all that, but I look like a tub of shit. And you're over here walking around like fucking Brokeback Mountain over here with the fucking abs and the muscles. I look like a fucking...
Of all the cowboy references, you go to...
I couldn't think of a good cowboy. They were
right.
Diesel in that movie.
You know what? I've had people chant Brokeback Mountain at me while I'm in the ring, especially when I first started wrestling. People were like, Brokeback Mountain.
It was a very successful movie, so there's no shame in that game.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that lifestyle. I'm just thinking, like, that's the first
No, I
thing that
couldn't
came
think
into
of
your
like
head.
the fucking ripped cowboy. Who's a ripped cowboy? Fucking John Wayne never took his shirt off. You never saw John Wayne with his shirt off.
You sure didn't. But that's all right.
Name me a ripped cowboy. Don't tell me some fucking fake cowboy either. Don't be like Tex Slazenger.
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis. When was Bruce Willis a cowboy?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
That doesn't make him a cowboy.
Cowboys now? If we're gonna go real cowboys, I'm gonna go with the guy that I'm a modern day version of, Billy the Kid. He was ripped. He wasn't the biggest or strongest, but he was ripped. So
there you go.
Billy Gunn was ripped. He's a real cowboy.
Oh boy.
I mean, he did
Didn't he do rodeo?
Yeah, he got a rodeo scholarship.
Yeah, he was also the ass man. So there you go.
Yeah, actually, I think he did rodeo. So I'll take that back.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
That's a better cowboy. I take that back. He walking around looking like Billy Gunn eating 2 pizzas and all that shit. I look like fucking 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag after I eat that.
Hey man, all I gotta say is it's still a lot of workout. Like I'll eat that throughout the rest of the night. As soon as I'm done with you guys, I'll probably eat one of those pizzas and a little bit of those cinnamon twists. And then tonight, right before I go to bed, I'm gonna go work out after I get through with this. So as soon as I'm done with that, I'll come back and smash out the rest of it. So I'll turn it right into just muscle and it'll burn away. So
take a big fucking domino shit at the end of the night too.
Awesome,
my man.
Those cinnamon sticks are good though. Those are delicious.
Dude, everything on their menu is delicious. You know what I get? I get that chicken with the jalapenos and the pineapples on it with that mango sauce. Oh man, that's good shit.
I tried that. Is that
it's good shit, man. They put the jalapenos on there. You get the mango habanero drizzle all over it.
Is that like the Hawaiian style that they use?
I mean, it's got pineapple. I guess you could consider Hawaiian because the mango habanero is kind of sweet. So yeah.
Is it a pizza or is it a flatbread or is it just because they do like pasta? I don't know about down in Texas, but up here they do like pasta and shits. Things I'm not interested in from Domino's.
No, this is just chicken. They put chicken on like a parchment paper and they just drizzle all the shit on it. It's like nuggets. It's like nuggets with toppings. It's the best way to describe it.
What are you fucking 5 years old? You're playing Fortnite and eating chicken nuggets? Jesus Christmas.
Oh, is Chandler 5 years old? Jesus, he's fucking shooting zombies and attacking pirates on the 7 seas. You ain't making fun of him. You call him Brokeback Mountain for Christ's sake.
First of all, he'll smush my head like a grape. Secondly, he don't like Fortnite and he's playing first-person shooters. You ain't gonna let no pirates come on your ship, are you? You gotta shoot them.
Yeah, but he's shooting imaginary people that Kevin doesn't believe in. So there you go.
We cannot confirm or deny the zombie thing.
Hey, at least Matt, at least Marco stunts real.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
And my good buddy JJ Rogue is in on this. Best thing on the fucking menu. Thank you, JJ. Gotta give it a try, Chandler. I'm not joking.
I'll have to try it.
Definitely worth it. Kevin's giving up. Where'd you go, Kevin?
No, I just saw what you changed someone changed my name to. Just noticed that.
I thought
20,
you changed that.
20
honestly.
minutes, bro. It's where you been?
I didn't. I'm watching I'm paying attention to our guest. Not you, JOs.
It's funny.
Oh, brother. Well, speaking of taking shits, I got to ask Matt's question. Can I ask your question?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Steal my gimmick.
What was the last time you shit your pants? Whether it was in the ring, out of the ring, anywhere.
Like probably like sharding maybe.
Yeah, sharding works.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's like dropping logs in their underoos.
Right. I mean, I did drop probably, but honestly, it was probably this past summer. It was like
yes.
It was one of the last times I went to Florida for darks, and we had a real late night, and they were rushing us out, and they were putting us in the shuttle to go to the hotel. And as soon as I got on the shuttle, I was like, dude, I got dumb. And like it was probably a good 30-minute ride to the hotel, and this whole time I'm in my seat doing this and just rocking and stuff. We get to the hotel, and they usually do this thing where everyone's like slowly starts to get up and go. And
no, it's yeah.
I got up. Excuse me. About the time I got to my room, I swiped my card. I felt the fart come out, and about the time I got to the toilet, yep, that's the sharking had already started, but we got the rest out. So
yeah, we've all been there. The last time I did it, I was literally 4 inches from the toilet bowl. I think I was as close as humanly possible to, like, you couldn't get any. It was either on it or I just could. I don't know what happened. It was a fucking disaster.
It happens.
Mine was last week during breakfast.
Last week, must have been some good breakfast.
No, I was sitting there.
He had Domino's.
I'm eating my toast. I'm eating my eggs. I just kind of leaned over, and it was like, so got up, went to the bathroom, cleaned it up, went back to eat my eggs.
Dude, you're getting old. You got to be careful.
I know, dude. It's getting bad.
Holy shit. You mentioned darks. You've been doing some stuff with AEW. What's that whole experience like been for you, Chandler?
It's been fun. I can't remember how many matches. The matches have been way too many. Can't remember anymore. But the last time I kept track, it was like 18 that I had for them, and I was having a good time. It's also one of those things that I think at some point in time, you as a wrestler have to sit there and go, okay, cool. Is it worth me still coming here every single time? Because we pay for ourselves to get there. They pay us afterwards, of course, but we have to supply our travel and our hotel and all of our food except for catering when we're there. So there's a lot that comes out of our pocket as well. And at some point, you kind of have to sit there and go, okay, cool. I've been here X amount of times. After the very first match, they said they loved me. And then I was told, and I've been told this several times, that had I not been a Cowboy, that I would have already been signed there. So it's more so one of those things of, I think, because of the character that I play, and there's already somebody there, I haven't been able to continue to keep going, which is fine. I understand that, but at the same time, I also have to bet on me, and I can't expect AEW to make me. I want to make myself. I've said it many times, and I've said it on numerous podcasts. AJ Styles is the guy I model my career after. And if the big company doesn't want me right now, cool, I'm going to make them want me. And when they come calling the first time, if it ain't big enough and it ain't where I think it is, I'm going to keep doing my own damn thing, and I'm going to make them want me. And if it's not big enough the second time, I'm going to keep doing my own damn thing, and I'll make them want me until they finally pay me what I deserve, or what I think I deserve at that time. I'm not saying I'm worth everything right now, but at the same time, I also understand my worth and I understand my value, and I'm not going to sit there and let another company bring me in and just keep squashing me to other people. So that's I had fun. I had a great time, but I learned a lot. But at the end of the day, it's not a place where you can go and just make a career for yourself if you're just going to keep taking L's.
So that statement that you said is very confusing for me. If you weren't a Cowboy, you would be signed already. To me, that makes no sense as a professional wrestler, because, and just wait, hear me out on this. Like, if they wanted you, but didn't necessarily want you to be a Cowboy, they would find something else for you to do. Now, my question to you is, would you want to be anything else other than what you do?
So I've actually had, so I'm not gonna lay his name out there, but one of the guys that was in the talent office came out to me and he asked me, he said, so what would you change to if we asked you to change? And I said, nothing. And he said, what, you can't do anything else? He's like, oh, I can do a lot of things that I could do, but I'm not going to do anything else. And he said, why? I said, because I put 4 years into this. And I said, I understand Adam's put 16, 18, whatever the years may be. At the end of the day, that's not my time. That's his time. I put 4 years into this, and I'm not going to throw it away just because you said, hey, your cowboy doesn't work here. So it's still kind of one of those things. I may shoot myself in the foot with that. That's all right. But at the same time, I will bet on myself every single day before anyone else will. I'll stand by my own damn side where I want to be at in life. So if someone wants me to change something, then, you know, if it's cool and I think it's all right, like say, hey, you want to change the color of my gear? Cool, whatever. You want to change the fact that I don't wear a hat out because at the end of the day, like, this is who I am. Take it or leave it.
And so you mentioned, speaking of atmosphere and environment, you mentioned CYN, which I assume you mean control your narrative. I assume that's what you meant. So it's known worldwide that they don't necessarily, among certain markets, have the best reputation or best. There's a lot of people don't necessarily care for them. What's your opinion, and what's the environment like there? Is it much ado about nothing for you, or is it just like it's just another job? Like what is it? What is CYN for you, I guess?
So CYN, I'm fixing to debut for them. I haven't actually been there yet.
Okay.
Locker room. The locker room is the reason why I'm actually going to be there. They've all put in words for me, and EC3 reached out to me personally and asked me if I wanted to be there, and I told him yes. I don't know the vibe. I don't know anything that's going on except for what I've heard. Flip has told me nothing but great things, and he's one of my close friends. He's part of the Cage Brigade, and I trust him. If he says it's a place where I can come to and I can shine and I can do my thing and go from there, cool. I'm gonna take that shot. Now I'm not gonna be signing nothing. I'm not gonna sign a contract to say, hey, this is where I'm gonna put you above everything else, because I'm not. Unless you're paying my bills, you don't go above everything else.
Yeah.
Come up to me and say, hey, I'm gonna take care of you with this much right here, so it pays your bills. Cool, you get first dibs. But until that happens, I'm not signing nothing. I'm not going anywhere and saying, hey, this is my full-time place. I am literally going there to wrestle. That is my job. That is where I go to every promotion for. I do not go to any promotion to get into their drama or their, hey, this is our beef from last show. I don't care. My job's not to care. My job is to be there to do what I'm supposed to do, and that's wrestle and put on a good show for the people who paid to come and see the show, and to do a great job for you. Take care of the wrestler that I'm working with and make sure I go home safe. That's my job.
So you seem like a very honest, upfront, take no bullshit kind of guy. So I'm wondering, in wrestling at least, is that like genuinely? I feel like this is a stupid question because I feel like I already know the answer. But that's how you were raised. That's how you lived your life the entire time. Is that fair to say?
I was raised by a single mama. Raised me and my brother until I was 12 and he was 10. She was a no-nonsense woman. She said it, you did it. If you didn't respect her, you didn't have to respect her. But if you showed her any disrespect, she was going to show you why you should respect her. Being that way and seeing the different things coming in and out of a household with a single mom who's trying to, find herself and live with someone else again and marry and get all that stuff going on, it's rough. And I've been through 5 divorces with her. So I am a big no-nonsense guy. And, I hate that I do this sometimes, but the last guy that she was with, they are still together. She's married. She's been married to him happily for 8 years now. But he got the same thing. Whenever he showed up at the front door, I told him, you hurt my mama. You wish you hadn't. I walked off. That's it. I'm an upfront person. I care about the people I care about. And if you do anything to them, that's where I start getting pissed off. You can say and do whatever you want to me. You can call me all the names. You can throw sticks and stones at me because I don't care. But when it comes to my family, my loved ones, and the things that I'm passionate about, you can kick rocks, man, because I ain't going to take no crap.
Fuck yeah.
September 3rd at Covenant at the Grace Preparatory Academy. He ain't taking no crap from Mysterious Q or anyone else in the Pele Pro locker room as he defends his Pele Pro championship. Look, you can't be there in Texas. That's okay. TitleMatchNetwork.com. Go right over there. Pele Pro is going to stream live. You can watch Chandler here defend his championship. We got a bull rope match. Izzy James and Khan. Fuego Del Sol's going to be there. Alex Kane, Mike Bennett, the kid from the Rugrats is going to be there. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. and you don't want to miss it. Chandler, let me ask you a question because it's on your social media. We know you're in a relationship with a lovely young lady who also happens to be in the wrestling business. From a relationship, like I'm married. My wife works in the restaurant business, so we understand, right? The late nights, the long days. Does that help when you are in a relationship with someone in the wrestling business? They kind of understand you got to do the gym, you got to take care of yourself. Like, come along for the ride.
I've actually dated 2 other people that since I've been in the wrestling business, and both the ladies could not deal with the schedule. That's really what it comes down to. You're never here. Want more me time? When we're going to do this? When we actually going to go somewhere and not have to wrestle? I get that. I do. But this is my job. This is my career. This is my goal in life. So to have that as with another wrestler, we understand each other. And Red's very good about that. She's very understanding whenever it's time for me to go and do my thing. She says, "Hey, go do you. Don't worry about me. Go talk to you afterwards." And goes and does her stuff. We don't blow each other up when we're at work because we understand that's work. I guess the blue collar American wouldn't understand that though, because they work 9 to 5 and it's usually Monday through Friday. For us, it's very odd days sometimes. Sometimes it could be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Sometimes it might be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sometimes it might be Thursday, Friday. But at the same time, that's why I always have my schedule, and her and I share our schedules together so that we can see what's going on. And okay, cool, they're busy, do their thing. So it's very easy, I think, to date somebody in the wrestling business. I think it's gotten a bad rep because most people have dated only people in the wrestling business and haven't dated outside into the wrestling business. I was very fortunate in which I didn't get into wrestling until I was 26 years old, almost. So I had a whole life before wrestling that taught me, okay, hey, this is why dating in wrestling is way easier, because unless you find someone that doesn't care when you're gone, if you're not going to spend around a whole lot of time with them or being on the road 24/7, cool, keep them. But dating in the business is probably the only way you're going to be able to find it. And I got lucky, I found it, and she found it. And that's what we're going to do, is we're going to build each other up. I will always support her. She always supports me. And, when she comes back to TV, she's going to raise some hell. So y'all get ready.
Now, is she going to eat 2 pizzas too?
I don't know if she's going to eat 2 pizzas, but hey, that girl can eat.
That's what I'm talking about. See, that's a good thing.
Nice.
That girl.
I can eat. My wife can eat. My wife don't look like me, so that's a good thing.
It's actually one of the first things I told her at the first date we ever went out to. I took her out to eat, and she cleared her plate, and I was like, "I paid for dinner for somebody who actually ate it. Cool."
That's awesome.
That's good. That's good. We talked that Pele Pro is not. It's obviously a step up. What are you? If you had to put yourself someplace in a year, where does Chandler Hopkins see himself?
In a year, I could fully see myself doing full-time work with an Impact or New Japan. I don't necessarily see it with an ROH. I used to, but with it being an AEW product now, I don't feel like that's really much of a choice at the moment. If it becomes reality, cool. But Impact is honestly where I'd love to be. It's got all the talent that I like working with. It's got all the guys that I want to create a lot of stories with and make a lot of moments. New Japan would be fun just because some of those guys exit all that kind of style of wrestling with them as well. But in about a year, within a year's time, I could see myself being signed to either one of those 2 places, honestly.
Well, we're rooting for you, Chandler, and I know people will be out in droves September 3rd at Covenant at the Grace Preparatory Academy, 3300 Interstate 20W, 20 West. I don't know why I said fucking W. I was doing so good. Arlington, Texas. When you defend your Pele Championship against Mysterious Q. You got your Domino's waiting for you. You got your Twitch stream. We appreciate. Shut up, both of you, you 2 motherfuckers. I swear to God.
11 years, Chandler. 11 years.
Yeah, you guys know I can't talk. I don't know why I'm the plug guy.
Hey, at least you've been going for 11 years. There's a lot of people that stop after a couple months or a year. So longevity is the key, and I'm glad to hear that y'all have been doing it for 11 years and shows. And You guys have been a blast.
Well, you've been a blast, Chandler. Enjoy your 2 pizzas and your cinnamon sticks. Please follow Chandler on social media at the Young Gun _CH on Twitter and Instagram. He's doing his Twitch TV /CAPT CAPT _pew. Like Tony said, pew pew.
Hey, that's the thing.
And then he's got his Big Cartel store, younggun.bigcartel.com. Support him. If you can't get out to the show, buy a t-shirt. Again, if you can't be in Texas, titlematchnetwork.com. Support Pele Pro and Chandler. He's doing big things. Dude, in a year, Impact, I would love you in New Japan. I'm a huge New Japan guy, so that would be awesome.
Yeah, be there. My boy TJ's over there, and I think that'd be fun to be over there with TJ. So
awesome. See, I love TJ. I don't think you fit in the United Empire, my friend.
Oh, I want to wrestle against him. I learn more. This is my thing. Everyone wants to get the faction with the top guy, but that's not where you learn anything. You learn everything from working the top guys. So I'd rather get over there and then be like, oh, cool. Hey, TJ, we're working tonight. Sweet. Let's do it.
Tell you what, before we let you go, I would love it if they brought you into New Japan. And since they can't do shit with Lance Archer in the States, you and him as a tag team would be fucking, dude, they need tag teams in New Japan.
Yeah.
We need big tag teams, and that'd be a monster tag team. I'd be all in on that.
Hey, me and Lance get back. He's even squashed me on Dynamite, so go take a clip of that. 90 seconds. I didn't think it took 90 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's a good day, actually.
It's not bad.
Good day for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a good day for me.
Chandler, it's been an absolute pleasure, man. Enjoy the rest of your night. Anytime you want to come back on, just shoot the shit, talk about video games, or we could, do a pizza eating contest. That'd be a lot of fun.
No, I'm down. I'm down for pizza. But each one of us have to have a pizza. And
that's no problem for me.
Consequences for each person who finishes after.
If it's a 2-slice pizza eating contest, I'm your guy.
We'll get you one of those little hand personal mini thingies.
Perfect. That works.
Chandler, absolute pleasure, man. Enjoy the rest of your night. We'll talk soon.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Chandler.
Chandler Hopkins, the Pele Pro champion. Please follow him at the Young Gun _CH on the Twitter and Instagram. That was a lot of fun. Tony, good call on the Dominoes and the Adrian Adonis joke.
Yeah.
Fucking dead Dominoes I just pulled out of my ass, and he showed the box. I was like, that's right.
Tony, that was impressive. The Adrian Adonis joke may have been the greatest thing you've ever done on the show.
11 years, and that's what it is, huh?
I think so.
Jesus.
I think so. Maybe other than helping with book surprise show guests, that's the best thing you've done. And the Domino's poll is pretty impressive too.
Wow.
I know my shit.
Yeah.
Tony, I don't think that's the best thing you've done, but it was good.
All right, yeah. I'm exaggerating for effect, but I think it was very, 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 very good.
We'll see. We'll see next week.
The Donkanos.
See what happens next week. Kevin Rogue trying to ruin my surprises.
What, talking about the possum?
Who? I have no idea what you're talking about, dude.
Oh, you're lucky I have no idea who you're talking about either.
I don't know what you're talking about. You texted me about that yesterday. I had no clue what you were talking about.
Wait,
yep.
What's Kevin Rogue doing?
I'm sure you don't.
I had a question for you fellas, because we're going to talk a bit of WWE and AEW and NWA and all that jazz before we go down the aisle. But for some strange reason, I've been watching. I want to do something there's a lot of things I want to do. I'll probably never get to fucking do this, but for some strange reason, I started watching 95 Superstars the other day.
Ooh,
right?
Is this the recently added to the network Superstars? No, because that would have been yesterday.
I guess. So no. I have no idea. But the thing is, I think once Raw was there, I think I kind of petered off on Superstars, or I just don't remember anything. So I'm watching a lot of 95 Superstars. I'm putting it on before I go to bed, putting it on in the middle of the day when I probably should be watching the current product of wrestling, any wrestling. But I'm just enjoying 95 Superstars. So 2 questions for you guys.
All right.
I don't remember. Did they ever explain why they took Samu out of the head shrinkers and just gave us Sione?
Yes. They never explained it on TV, but the explanation that I've heard from podcasts and news is that Samu wasn't in the greatest mental like addiction type things. And don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. But that was when I saw that, because Matt, I actually just recently rewatched the debut of Sione, and he just literally his first time there was when he came out to the ring. So like there was no like vignettes, there were no like introducing Sione. It was literally the first time they had a match was his first time on TV sans Barbarian. But like even like 95, I was 12. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, that's the Barbarian. And it was like the first time I remember seeing a guy that I knew that was somebody else previously. If you know what I mean by that.
Yes.
So like I knew that was the Barbarian and not Sione. And I can't remember off the top of my head anyone else that I felt that I thought that I knew. Like a Skinner. I had no clue who Steve Kern was. I just knew Skinner. But that's also when I was 8. So Colonel Mustafa. I didn't know Colonel Mustafa. Colonel Mustafa I knew was the Iron Sheik. But so what was did you enjoy Sione's work?
It was what it was. I was just like, so I'm at the beginning of 95. So obviously we're having a tournament for the vacant tag titles. So it's Head Shrinkers against Tatanka and Bam Bam Bigelow. And I was just like, man, I don't ever remember them explaining business as usual. It's like Disney when there's an accident, just wipe it down, hose it off, and keep on going.
They never did. I'm not sure if they may have had like house show matches with the 3 of them. But Matt, I don't know if you noticed that first match, he's still wearing Barbarian gear. He's still wearing Barbarian tights, and it's also the first time that Fatu as a head shrinker, they started wearing boots. So
I didn't notice that.
You got him. Yeah, it's like Matt. I literally watched this a week ago, maybe, and obviously it was a squash, and so he still has the gear with the sword on the side or whatever it is, the sword or the Raphael Ninja Turtle sai. It's something. He's still wearing Barbarian gear, and Fatu is also wearing boots.
Interesting. I didn't notice at all.
Yeah, well, because when was, like you said, you stopped kind of watching. Maybe not in wrestling, but like I know what you mean. But like,
yeah, I don't think I was watching Superstars. Like the Man Mountain Rock vignettes, never saw him in my life before this past week.
With that WWF guitar.
Yeah, and he's just like playing some fucking riffs, and they're like, and Vince's like, coming soon to Superstars, Man Mountain Rock.
Yeah, he didn't last very long. Max Payne.
That's a shame.
Yeah. But they also put him in like tie-dye pajamas, actually, Tony. So Man Mountain Rock wrestled in pajamas.
Ugh, his balls probably smell like fucking Lita Ford.
Tony, if you've ever seen Max Payne.
I don't know. She just looks like her cooch would smell. I don't know.
Tony, if you ever seen Max Payne, there's a good chance that his balls smell all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. But if you're wrestling in pajamas, there's a guarantee.
Well, Tony, there's stuff that you could do for that. Baby powder, shower.
Ugh.
Yeah. Tony doesn't like a shower. Tony shits his pants and doesn't take a shower.
No, but I mean, you can shower, but you still got to put you can't shower 2 minutes before you go to the ring. You can't show up to the ring wet, right?
Unless you're Iron Mike Sharp, who's a fucking germaphobe and obsessed with cleanliness.
Right? So you figure you got to shower, then you got to get your gear on, then you got to warm up, right?
You better hope your gear's clean, too. A lot of times you don't get a chance to wash gear.
Wash?
Right? So you throw some talcum powder down there. Maybe a little spritz down there, but not if those lights are hot,
Fuck yeah, dude.
I feel like no matter what you wear as a wrestler, like obviously some scenarios are going to be worse. Like, do you think like Earthquake in that Golga mask and his like pajama pants, do you think he was having a good time out there?
I'm sure he was. I'm sure his balls were having a different story.
I think he was having a blast.
And I feel like all right, so like Shane McMahon, right? He essentially wrestles in pajamas, like baggy pants, and he's the sweatiest dude that I've ever seen in my life, let alone in wrestling. Like everyone sweats.
It's
when
like
you
everybody,
wrestle.
everybody poops.
That's right. I'm going to write a book. I'm going to write a sequel to that called Everybody Sweats.
What is going on? Whose microphone? Is that yours, Tony?
That's me. I had a burp. I didn't want to be a fucking gorilla.
No, but what is that noise, though?
You're very loud now.
Like that?
There's
I don't know.
I can hear your air conditioning, maybe.
No, my air conditioner's not on.
Oh, I don't know. There was
Maybe
a
it's the dryer?
It was something.
It's not there. It's gone now.
Yeah.
Well, the mic's on. I mean, I don't know.
You vanquished the sound. Tony, you had sent me and Kevin a text message early today, and you seemed like you were a little annoyed with the NWA.
I don't know if this is a 3 count per se.
It's okay. There's plenty to talk about.
I did not watch NWA USA.
I did.
In fairness, I don't know what the nature of that beast was. All I know is that I saw 2 women's matches.
Yep.
And it pains me to say this because Camille was involved in one of them. But these matches just were not fucking good. These were fucking terrible matches.
Yeah, the tag match I struggled through.
Even the women's title match, I'm like, who's this bitch giving Camille a hard time? Like,
no, it was a non-title match.
All right, but who's this bitch giving the champ a hard time?
With the, I forget her name, but she had the half, the face paint kind of. At first, I thought it was Holodead.
No,
but no, it definitely wasn't. You're right.
No, it definitely wasn't.
No.
Yeah, dude, it was rough to watch the matches. Of course, we were treated at the end by a replay of the Pope, who was then the television champion, defending for the 7th time against the person who would be your current champion, challenging for the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship this weekend, Tyrus.
Yeah, that was Power though, right?
This was Power.
Yeah,
this was Power, but this was a bonus after the episode.
Yeah, which is it's actually caught me off guard actually, because I don't remember them ever doing that before.
Yeah, they've done it before.
Okay,
they've done it before. Pretty recently, actually, they just started doing it, so it's not like it's been an ongoing thing. But I will say this: there was one thing that I did. It was weird the way they did it, but Jeremiah Plunkett threw Rush Freeman out of the Ill Begotten.
Yes.
And he brought in some other guy whose name escapes me. And it was
something weird. Brady something.
Brady Pierce?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Brady Pierce.
So he came out to the podium and he started talking shit to Jeremiah. He's like, this is how you treat a family member? He's like, well, fuck you. Well, he's a good dude. I'm going to be his partner instead. So we got some weird partnership and Jeremiah Plunkett was left holding his dick.
Tony, can I the shows to me are kind of like, because I watched them back to back. The next on NWA USA, they did a vignette backstage, like an interview, and they were wearing like bow ties and vests.
Yes, and I caught this, which I should have saved today, but I saw it on Facebook. I forget what the name of the team is, but they're supposed to be a throwback to like the Fantastics, I guess, and they're going to be in the NWA United States Tag Team Championship fucking Battle Royal. So fuck me running.
But Tony, when you saw them come together on Power, did you ever think that what they were going to do with them?
No.
Is put them in freaking bow ties and they already have a bow tie and vest guy, the little guy who's supposed to be somebody's brother. Or you disrespected my family, and you don't do that. Not Silvio. God, what's his name? It's escaping. His name is escaping me. But he wears a bow tie and a vest.
Danny Deals?
No, not Davey Deals. He looks like Speedball Mike Bailey, but with like a beard.
Yeah, it's Rush Freeman's little brother, isn't it?
Yes, Rush Freeman's brother, I guess. Yes.
Well, his big brother.
Rolando Freeman.
There you go, Rolando.
Yeah, so I guess they're all wearing bow ties. Okay, that makes sense then, if they're all wearing bow ties together.
It's just, I don't understand.
Big bow tie party.
Matt, I will tell you this.
Please.
There is one thing on this show that I genuinely enjoyed, and it had to do with Velvet Sky.
Oh, really? I like this too, man.
This fucking really blew me out of the water. And it was very creative, and I really dug it. And I thought, for what she did for this moment with my man Tim Storm, this was off the charts. This actually saved the show for me. So Tim Storm wrestled. Mike some shit or other. I
No,
don't know.
Larry D.
Larry D, the big D. And he hits him with the perfect storm, gets the pin. Everybody goes nuts. And like they've been talking on commentary, like how much Joe Galley likes Tim Storm in the booth, but he also, you know, he's kind of selfish because he likes watching Tim Storm wrestle. So it was great to see him wrestle in this hat. So Velvet Sky calls, she's like, Tim, come over here. And she's like, congratulations, you won the match. And she's like, you know, we won the championship series and I still have my title shot. And Tim, if it's okay, I want to give my title shot to you. So now Tim Storm, the legend, has an NWA World's Championship match at his disposal. So I'm over the whole cashing in thing anyway. But the story for this was well done, a pleasant surprise, and who knows? Maybe Tim Storm walks out of NWA 74, the world's heavyweight champion once again. This is a spoon in the porridge that I'm actually okay with compared to everything else that is NWA 74. I'm okay with this.
It was the most like for a company that says like this is what the way wrestling was meant to be. Like to me, this was the most like realistic, like connect with the crowd watching on TV moment, like showing humanality, showing like being humble, being genuine. To me, this was like on all of the shows was probably the most like real connect moment that I've seen like in all the stuff that I watched this week. So I'm with Tony 100% on this. I think it ruled. Now, how you can transfer a women's championship opportunity to a world heavyweight championship opportunity, I guess it's just the opportunity. It doesn't matter, but still how you could transfer your shot to somebody else without William Patrick or.
Well, let's see what that wizard has to say about it.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, both of your guys' points. I did not see this, but the review here I have pulled up says it seems like it should have been a bigger deal given Storm's past with losing the ability of the challenge for the world title. But Galley just hustled to the next segment, which were commercials for the upcoming pay-per-view. The show never touched on Storm again.
All right, that's okay. I have no problem with that.
No, but I mean, to your point, it should have felt like a bigger deal, right? This is a huge moment.
Well, no, it felt like plenty of a big deal to me. And a lot of it has to do with Velvet Sky. I think Velvet Sky, on commentary, I think we can all agree that we're not the biggest fans. Nope. But when she's actually in a role as a performer, I think she couldn't have been better at what she did. There was a line when Tim Storm, you couldn't really see it, but Tim Storm really started to get emotional, Tony, and then Velvet Sky says the line that we've all said at some point in our lives: "Stop crying, you're gonna make me cry," or "Stop crying, you're gonna make me emotional." To me, that's why it became so realistic, because it just triggers emotion in you when you trigger emotion in somebody else. And I thought that back and forth couldn't have been better. So the fact that they went and cut to commercials, which is something they have to do because this is their biggest show of the year, 2 nights, 74. I had no problem with that because it felt plenty important to me when it happened. Donk?
No, 100%. 100%. I get what Matt's saying. It should have been
I'm just reading what was written here. I didn't see it, so I don't have a like to stand.
Whose review is that?
This would be Joseph Collins.
See, I think it also comes down to like the rest of the stuff that was on the show not being very good. And here's another thing that pisses me off, right? So NWA Power tomorrow at 6:05. For some reason, we're getting Kenzie Page against Ella Envy to decide who's the captain of their championship team going into battle against the Hex on the weekend.
No, didn't they already decide that?
Nope, they're having a match tomorrow.
I thought that they decided that one of them was the captain.
They're having a match tomorrow.
Okay,
it's booked. It's on their Facebook page. But you'll be happy to know the upcoming pay-per-view. Nick Aldis is on the show. He's wrestling your boy Flippy Doo.
Ah,
yeah, Flippy Doo's coming back to the NWA.
Good for Flippy Doo. That's the second Flippy Doo reference we've had tonight.
Oh, by the way, the name of the team is the Spectaculars.
These
not the Fantastics, the Spectaculars.
These cards, dude. These cards are fucking enormous.
I was gonna say the same thing, Matt.
Yeah, it's just
there's a million matches on these shows,
and a lot of this shit just doesn't make sense.
So we got And I wanted to let me ask you guys this question before we run down NWA 74 nights 1 and 2. Billy Corgan did an interview, and he was asked about why they didn't bring back Empowered, and he said that there was not enough female talent available to do another Empowered.
That could be true.
I mean, there's no way that we could prove him wrong, other than like because we're not there. But there's certainly enough women wrestlers available if they want to, pick and choose from other companies, if that's still a thing.
Well, then again, Billy Corgan came out recently too, not pissed at Tony Khan, but annoyed because apparently Tony Khan helped make Empowered the show that it was because he fronted some of the money to bring some of the talent in. I think Billy Corgan was upset because Tony Khan was sort of talking shit, saying like, hey, that happened because of me, kind of taking credit for it. And I think it rubbed Billy the wrong way because he came out, he's like, look, we're businessmen. We work together on certain things. He's like, there's things I wouldn't say about him. And I'm disappointed that he would come out and kind of be braggadocious about something like this. He's like, we have a good relationship, but I don't understand like why he would feel the need to come out and say something like that. So maybe Billy's just kind of like, I kind of want to do this thing on my own. And from all accounts, he's having quite a bit more success because they're talking about, running more shows and maybe possibly going on the road. So who knows? Maybe he's just kind of like covering for the fact that he doesn't have the scratch to pull together a pay-per-view to bring in all this outside talent.
No, so here's what I'll say about it. I think that he's right. I think that Billy Corgan is right. That if you want to pull independent talent, there's plenty of independent talented women wrestling. But now if you're talking about a pay-per-view, you're going to need the star power to try to get people to want to buy it. Like the Mae Young Classic, if you remember, a lot of this was independent wrestlers along with star power, but they had like a whole like intro show where like you would get to know these people. Whereas for just a one night type show, like, do you really want it populated with independent wrestlers that people might not know? Or would you rather have the Deonna Purrazos? Would you rather have the Taya Valkyries, the Fire, God, why is her name escaping me? With the
Fire and Flavor.
One of my favorite.
Kira Hogan.
No, not Kira Hogan.
Tootie Lynn.
No, oh my God. She's
Awesome
like my
Kong.
favorite. She's like my favorite.
Awesome Kong, one of your top
Savannah
5.
Evans is her heavy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Tracy, no, not Tracy Brooks.
She's such a favorite on the tip of your tongue,
dude. It's
I have it. I know who it is.
I know you're not telling me. I know you're not telling me on purpose.
Angelina Love, Gail
no,
Kim,
no.
Mickey James.
Stop it! Will you shut up?
Velvet Sky.
Shelly Martinez.
I'm a fan of Shelly Martinez, by the way.
But she's not in your top 5 Impact women.
Tasha Steele.
Finally.
One of my all-time favorites, boys.
I didn't say all time, you jerk.
You said one of your favorites.
Yep.
That's fair, but I didn't say all time.
All-time favorites.
To give context to the Billy Corgan thing, Kevin, you were right there too. Is there enough talent? Absolutely. But you're talking about putting people on an international pay-per-view where you're asking fans to pay money. Let's all remember, if that pay-per-view doesn't go well, you put people in positions they're not ready for. It's going to blow back not only on those talents, but on the company. So he said there wasn't enough talent. And then he clarified there is, but to put them in a position where maybe they can fail will not look good for the talent or the company.
Right. And I think that's fair.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, the problem is in this day and age, people see a headline, they click on it or they don't read it, and then they go outrage on the internet. So I just want to give context to the whole quote.
Yep. Look at you. Responsible journalism from Matt.
I'm trying here. Dude, this show is Tony.
You don't have to tell
Bro,
me
there's going to be
twice.
40 picks. I could easily lap both of you if I go perfect.
Yeah, sure. That's
It ain't happened, dude. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay, this is just night one.
Yep.
Your NWA Women's Champion Camille against Taya Valkyrie. I give it a little check. Yeah, sounds good. Checks out.
Yeah.
You want to have the NWA National Champion Jax Dane defend against Scion? I'm all in.
I'm down with that.
Tag titles are on the line. The Commonwealth Connection, Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Doug Williams.
Yes.
Yep.
Against La Rebellion.
Another rematch.
Looking great.
Yeah.
NWA Junior Heavyweight Champion Homicide defends against Kerry Morton.
Okay.
Works for me.
Like that makes sense in the story.
Matt Cardona against an opponent to be named at the pay-per-view.
By
Sure.
him.
He's
By
a dick.
him. He chooses
By
it.
him. So he's going to wrestle Hornswoggle.
Maybe I'll show up.
The Country Gentlemen versus Gold Rush. Who are the Country Gentlemen?
And who
AJ
is-
Kazanza and Anthony Andrews.
And Gold Rush is Clearwater and
Marche.
Oh,
Marcia.
that's right. I knew that. Yeah.
Luke Hawks against VSK.
Solid match.
EC3 against Mims.
I don't know where that came from, but I'm down with that.
Bully Ray and Mike Knox in a tables match.
I'm here for it.
Makes sense considering the story.
Pope against Rodney Mack.
That's a weird one.
Yeah, because isn't Rodney Mack feuding with? No, all right. So Tony, is Black G's associated with the Pope or no?
No. No.
So-
Pope is not Church's money.
Okay.
The Miserably Faithful against the Ill Begotten in a Beelzebub's Bedlam match.
Oh, fuck.
And the Burke Invitational Gauntlet for the NWA Women's Title match on Sunday. This is all night one.
But we're not picking that because we don't know who's in it, right?
Oh, no, we know who's in it.
They announced all 10?
Oh, yeah.
Because the graphic I saw just had Taya Valkyrie and Camille on it.
Oh, nope. We got it. We got all the competitors.
Who's in
Okay.
it, Tony?
Samantha
Yeah.
Starr, Kylan King, Tootie Lynn, Misa Kate, Max the Impaler, Maddie Rinkowski, Angelina Love, Genocide, Natalia Markova, and Taryn Terrell.
All right. What's with this Misa Kate name?
I don't know.
Misa wanna die. I don't know.
Yeah.
Misa get a title match?
Yeah, it's like Jar Jar. Yeah. Tony's on fire tonight.
Oh, fucking A, dude.
Is that a real name, Tony? Do you know?
Yes. When she was born, her mother said, "This is Misa."
Misa Kate.
Me so happy this is over with.
I feel like I watched the Misa Kate match a couple months ago on NWA and I liked it.
Misa, sorry for your name.
Yeah.
Bro, that's just night one.
Fucking A, dude.
Night two seems like it's a little trimmed down. We have
Which
our
means
world-
we're gonna get like 40-minute matches somewhere.
I don't know, dude. It's still look, it's trimmed down, but it's still we have the NWA World Championship, Trevor Murdoch against Tyrus.
That one's going 25 minutes.
Dude, no.
No chance.
I-
No chance those boys are doing that long. I'll never
If-
expect, guys.
Tyrus wins the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. I will never watch the NWA ever again.
Wow, really?
Might have to be with Matt on this.
Wow.
For a
This is-
company that is about wrestling to pick a dude who can't wrestle, don't insult my intelligence, Billy. Find your fucking car keys.
Well, I mean, John Moxley's the champ in AEW, so
Moxley can go, baby. What are you talking about?
He's
He just prefers not to.
He's the interim champion, Tony.
yeah, fuck him too.
What?
The Battle Royal for the inaugural NWA US Tag Team titles.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Nick Aldis versus Flip.
Oh, wait, you don't want to go over the teams?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have a list of the teams, do you?
Oh, well, I do. So sit back and relax. We got Gold Rush, Clearwater and Rocket, Miserably Faithful, Sal the Pal and Gags the Gimp,
Yes.
The Now, Hale Collins and Vic Delicious, who have been wrestling for ISPW and have been in the NWA before. They're a solid team. Ill Begotten, Alex Taylor and Jeremiah Plunkett, Rough and Ready, Devin Graves and Deontay. They've been around too. I'm not.
That
too
was
familiar with them.
weren't they Massage Envy?
No,
VSK
VSK was
massage envy.
maybe Devin Graves because he was Dorian Graves.
Dorian Graves.
That's it. The Fixers, Jay Bradley and Wrecking Ball Gursky. They should fucking win this because they're awesome. Hawks Aerie, Luke and PJ. The Country Gentlemen, Kazana and Andrews. Team Ambition, Mike Outlaw and Camaro Jackson. The Spectaculars, Brady Pierce and Rush Freeman. So there you go.
I'm
Now I
going.
wonder, do both members of a team have to be eliminated, or is this like if one guy goes out, the other one has to leave?
Tony,
Who
you're the
knows with fucking
NWA
Billy's
expert.
track record?
Fucking A,
Yeah, shit.
dude.
Aldous and Flippy.
Yep.
Whoever the NWA Women's Champion is against whoever won the Burke Invitational from the
It
night
could be
before.
Camille. There's no way there's no way it's not Camille. No way.
The Women's Tag Team Championships are on the line in a street fight as Pretty Empowered defends against the Hex.
Can't wait for this one. It's a street fight, baby.
The MLW National Openweight Champion Davey Richards is in the house,
Sorry, spoilers.
and he defends against Thrill Billy Silas.
Yeah, I don't like Thrill Billy. I don't understand this whole gimmick with Pollo Del Mar. I don't. Doesn't say NWA to me, but what do I know? Don't like it.
Mercurios takes on Magic Jake Dumas.
That could be a sleeper.
Magic Jake Dumas joining us September 5th. Very excited about that.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Tom Lattimore against Judias.
I'm kind of okay with this one. I think this might be a sleeper too.
And good old Colby Carino against Caprice Coleman.
That one's going to be interesting. You know what? Looking at the card the way it's laid out, there's a lot of stuff that has the potential to steal the show here. Not going to lie.
This is a lot.
It is a lot. No, it's
fan
bloated. It's 100% bloated. Absolutely.
Yeah, and it seems like a lot of it is like unnecessary. Like I understand the whole 2-day thing. It's for the live crowd, I guess, and you still want to sell tickets or you still want to sell pay-per-view buys, but like, do you really need an MLW championship defended on this show?
No.
I mean, synergy, I guess, whatever. That is what it is. I'm not complaining about the match, but just like, is it? Could you do 2 nights with 6 and 6?
Probably.
Or 7 and 7?
Ooh, I could go for a 7 and 7.
That sounds nice.
Fucking
Nice.
A, dude. Nice refreshing drink.
What is worse for you, do you think? Them announcing the MLW National Openweight Championship match before that match airs, or
Oh wait, that match is not live?
what?
No, no. The point is,
Alex
and-
Kane in the MLW multiverse
Oh, okay. I see what you're
Alex
saying.
Kane
I
is
see what you're saying.
is still your national openweight champion because that match has yet to air on MLW TV. Now, in that same breath, is that more embarrassing, or Pete Dunne coming out during at NXT with the NXT UK Championship while the tournament is still going on?
Run that back for me.
yeah.
So I guess Pete Dunne came out, and I want to say he's the WWE.
Wait, Pete Dunne, Butch?
Is that? No, Tyler Bate. I'm sorry.
I was gonna
Okay,
say,
yeah, Tyler Bate. Yeah, Tyler Bate has been showing up on as with the belt because he showed up on NXT.
Yes, but if you are an avid watcher of the NXT UK brand,
nobody is.
Yeah, which I'm not, which is why it's gone.
Nobody is, dude.
that tournament where Tyler Bate
Another
wins,
tournament.
the tournament is taking place. So, like, if you've been watching NXT UK and you've done your best to avoid spoilers, you do not know that Tyler Bate has won that championship yet. And then
Get out of here.
Yes.
Yep.
Oof.
Yep.
Now, I don't know if that's hand in hand because they are folding NXT UK and they're going with whatever the fuck. What are they calling it now?
NXT Europe.
Yep.
NXT Europe. I don't know if that was done just to do it, but people seem a bit upset about that.
Wait, so
Suck it
people
up,
are actually
people.
watching NXT 2.0?
Suck it up,
Yes,
people.
they're watching NXT 2.0 and NXT UK.
God bless you, sons of bitches.
Can I mention one thing since we brought up NXT? I did like the fact that for whatever reason, Miss Badonkadonk's team was taken out of the women's tag title tournament, and they put in Toxic Attraction to take their places, the NXT Women's Champions, which I'm okay with. I don't know how the booking's going to go, you know, like with them being champions, losing in this tournament eventually when they do.
Sure.
But it's pretty cool that they got inserted and pretty cool that they got a win under their belt. So,
Well,
I'm okay
Tony,
with that.
Well,
Uh-oh.
Tony,
Oh boy.
as of 1 hour ago,
Uh-oh.
the WWE has given us some breaking news. Due to injuries suffered by Gigi Dolan, Toxic Attraction is out of the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship tournament. A second chance fatal 4-way match will occur this Friday on the SmackDown.
Oh no! Wait, so the NXT match is going to be on the SmackDown? Oh wait, no, this is for the WWE Women's Tag Titles, right?
Yep. Correct. So Tony was happy that they took out Mrs. Badonkadonk and Zoe Stark, and they put in Toxic Attraction. Toxic Attraction. They advanced. They won Friday night. They beat Natty and Sonya Deville. But an hour before Raw, it was announced that Toxic Attraction will no longer be in the tournament because Gigi Dolan is hurt. So they will have a second chance fatal 4-way match this Friday night on SmackDown.
But now she's hurt. Like,
yeah, I don't know if she's really hurt.
She's not. So this is a device to get them out of this tournament, which is, I mean, there's worse ways to do it. But
my head hurts.
Preserving champions from having to lose, I'm okay with it.
Wait,
now I do know that the reports were Zoe Stark did suffer a concussion in her match at Heatwave against Mandy Rose, which is why they pulled her and Badonkadonk out of the match.
I love that she's Badonkadonk now.
You named her, bro.
I love it. Fucking Badonkadonk.
Matt, can you clarify something for me, please?
I'll do my best, buddy.
So the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships are the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships gone?
No. Toxic Attraction are the NXT Tag Champs.
Okay, so then they're going after the other belts that they're bringing back.
No, they were.
They were.
Which we all know will eventually be won by Sasha and Naomi at some point, right?
Oh, God, I hope not.
It's 100% going to happen.
Not in this tournament, it's not. Oh, God, if they fucking bring them back on SmackDown, fuck this whole tournament.
So, like, wouldn't that make sense, though? Like, if all these people are coming in and coming out, like, why wouldn't you just insert Sasha and Naomi into it?
Because that's stupid. Fuck that.
I mean, unless all right. So here's the other option that they're gonna do. Once the tournament's over, whoever's holding the belts over their head, that's when they come out and do the pose and point to the belts and talk smack.
Oh boy! Thanks for ruining my night, Kev.
You know that's gonna happen.
I know that you ruined my night because you brought it to my attention.
That's right. Or they just get put in.
Push them all out the way.
Oh, such a great dude. That's a great song.
No,
I don't care. Both of them. Both of hers ones. Yes, y'all.
No, dude, I love Feel the Glow when she comes out like.
They're both good. Love that shit. They're both really, really good.
I just hate Sasha, dude.
Yeah.
Push them all out the way.
She does that thing.
Idiot.
You're an idiot. Those are great entrances.
Tony.
What? More?
Yeah, have you been following the trios tournament?
No! I couldn't give less of a shit about the trios.
Now, are you aware that Kenny Omega is back?
Yeah, good for him. And I hope Don Callis is back too. Is he back?
He is back.
Good. They could 69 each other to fucking Kingdom Come. Good for them.
So Katana Chance and Kaden Carter are the current.
What is this?
Yes. Oh, that's right. Katana Chance is, former Towson University alumni, American Ninja Warrior.
Why is Matthew Birch why does he feel like he needs to give me Ajita tonight? What is this?
Well, look,
Matthew Birch didn't give you Ajita. Shining Wizards Matthew gave you Ajita by posting it.
No, Matthew Birch is always a fact checker. He's been with us for a very long time.
So what happened to Toxic Attraction? They're not the NXT.
They clearly lost the tag titles to Katana Chance and Kaden Carter.
When?
I don't watch
NXT 2.0. Dude, why are you making me do work, Matthew? I don't like
it. Relax. Take your fucking chill pill. I think Katana Chance is Casey Catanzaro.
Yeah, she is from Belleville, New Jersey, former Towson University alumni. Same.
Why'd they change her name?
Because Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard.
But they're not there anymore.
Well, you can't. I feel like you're going to start seeing that change again.
Okay, Tony.
What?
So, Toxic Attraction lost the titles to Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez.
And then Cora Jade turned on. That's right.
Right. So then they.
So they weren't the tag champs getting put in this tournament. Where the fuck did I get my information from?
I don't know.
Oh, fuck me running.
So then Roxy Perez, come on, Nelly. Roxy Perez had to vacate the titles, and then there was a 4-way dance with Toxic Attraction, the team of Ivy Nil and Tatum Paxley.
What?
That's right. Sounds like medications you'd get at like the.
I'm just
pharmacy.
reading the fucking thing, dude. And
Wait, did you mean Ivy Nile?
oh,
what did he say, Tony?
Ivy Nil. Like no Ivy.
Yeah. Do you want to get rid of your Ivy?
Holy shit.
Try Ivy Nil.
Ivy Nil.
and Ulyssa Leone.
What the fuck is Ulyssa?
Valentina Feroz.
Is Alyssa Leone Santino's daughter?
Valentina Feroz. What the fuck is a Feroz? Does that mean like she's ferocious?
You're Screena Feroz.
Oh my
I wish the
God.
NXT Women's Tag Title discussion was Feroz.
Oh my God. I'm gonna fucking Feroz up.
So wait, you don't give a shit that Kenny Omega is back, the best bout.
No, whatever.
Really?
Because he's gonna win the tag belts, the trios belts with
I
the
don't
fucking
know,
Young
man.
Bucks, and that's gonna be it. And good for him.
And good
I
for
don't-
him. That's it.
Good. It's not gonna stop John Moxley from cutting his fucking head open in 3 minutes in every fucking match every week on my TV.
Well, Tony, did you see the CM Punk promo?
No, I didn't. Is MJF back?
MJF
No, then
is
who
not-
gives a fuck?
Well, contrary to what you think, CM Punk made the same joke. He said, "I would touch you, but I don't want you to bleed all over me."
Well, good for him. He's a fucking genius. I'm a guy that does a podcast, and I came up with a joke that this fucking monstrosity came up with. Good for him.
So wait, so no part of you is at all interested in the AEW and the AEW drama that's being reported this week.
Oh, what's the drama? Everybody's mad at Tony Khan. Nobody's his friend anymore. He gets mad at people and he has to chase them down. Please don't go. Please stay. We're awesome, I swear.
No, the rumor is this is clearly rumor
Okay, so now I'm interested.
that the promo CM Punk cut Wednesday night where he called out Hangman Adam Page and called him a coward was kind of a shoot.
Pew pew.
Oh, nice.
Capped pew pew underscores.
So and then
So what was he shooting? Like, what did he say? He just called him a pussy.
he said he had some important things and not so important things to take care of. He wanted to get to the not so important thing out of the way and said he wanted to challenge someone from around these parts to a rematch. Hangman Adam Page, you want that rematch? Let's do it right here, right now. Then he sat in the middle of the ring.
That's right.
And his music never hit and he never came out. And he said, my sentiments exactly. Now on to the important things. That's not cowboy shit. That's coward shit. Apparently this stems from when they were in their program. Page cut a promo that apparently CM Punk did not like. I think he made a reference to his being in the same wrestling company as his friend who he sued now or something along those lines.
I don't remember that. And it feels like something that I definitely would remember.
Who sued who?
Well, Colt
Colt-
Cabana,
Colt,
CM Punk.
Oh, that thing. Yeah. Yeah, where's Colt Cabana?
ROH.
Well, that apparently is another problem that he has been taken out of the Dark Order.
Oh, poor Phil. He doesn't like the way things are. He wants to change everything.
No, this is now the reports are saying that Colt Cabana, the dissension backstage is because they took Colt Cabana out of the Dark Order and they weren't using him on TV. So they were going to release him, but then they decided to sign him to Ring of Honor. But you still have not seen Colt Cabana on TV box.
A lot of Dark Order guys have been let go. Pretty sure you're just down to Alex, Hunky, and
Uno. Oh, and Preston
and the 10 guy, right? 10.
Yeah, Preston Vance.
Yeah. Oh, I did see Alex Reynolds and Johnny Hunky this weekend, so that was really cool. Anyway, I digress.
And you plug their hat. Can I take an aside real quick? Fucking Matthew Birch is really sticking to my fucking ass tonight, dude. Do you fucking listen to the show, dude?
You gotta read it. Read what
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Why does Tony have such an issue with Mox bleeding a lot in his matches? Which is true, but dude, I think you don't want to say but doesn't have an issue with Tyrus. I fucking shit on Tyrus every week. I say he's a great interview. He's great on commentary. He's got a mind for the business, but his fucking work sucks. How much fucking more blatant can I be? I'm fucking pissed off that this is our main event at NWA 74. Come at me, bro. If you're going to come at me, though, bring fucking facts.
Would you rather have
I don't
Cardona?
want fucking Tyrus in this match, dude.
Would you rather have Cardona Murdoch again?
You know what? I would. 100%. 100%. Cardona's going to get his rematch eventually. I mean, he's get his story. He's gonna be a dick. He's gonna bring somebody up. He's gonna make it seem like Billy owes him his title match, and it's gonna come down the line. But dude, you fucking look. Is this something Billy's gonna want to do? Yeah. Would it surprise me if he put the fucking NWA championship on him? Maybe a little bit, but it would be fucking terrible. I get it from a marketing standpoint to have that NWA championship on fucking TV. That's fucking money right there. However, no. The dude can't even fucking walk right, let alone wrestle.
I will say, and Matt, I will say that the way that they announced him as the challenger was so lame.
Yeah, the whole story sucks. All of a sudden, he's fighting with fucking Nick Aldis. Come on, man.
Yeah.
But it pisses me off because you got a beautiful story they just told with Tim Storm and Velvet fucking Sky of all people, and then you get this dog shit. So no, I am not fucking defending Tyrus and fucking shitting on Moxley. I am shitting on him. Maybe I'll shit on Moxley more because that motherfucker bleeds like a fucking hemophiliac in a razor factory. But Jesus Christ, dude, give me a little credit. Tyrus sucks in this spot, and that's all there is to it.
I agree.
I sent something to Tony, and I'm sure he'll pull it up, and we can talk about that momentarily. But while
you want to talk about Jericho's feet? What the fuck am I looking at?
I figured you. Oh, don't worry.
Missing a toenail?
I didn't send it to you, Kev.
If it's okay, after I heard that, good.
Is he missing a toenail?
I sent it to you so you could put it on the screen if you want to talk about it.
All right. All right. Are you going to yell at me if I don't fucking get this out? So I just play all the audio? You fucking ghoul.
So the trios tournament is happening. Kenny Omega is back. It looks like Kevin's closing his eyes.
I'm still here.
The best friends advanced in the tournament. They beat the
wait, tournament for what? The trio shit?
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, who's their partner? Oh, it's fucking
Orange.
Pockets, isn't it? Yeah.
Pockets, Trent, and Chuck Taylor defeated Davari, Slim J, and Parker Bordeaux, the Trustbusters. The best friends now await the winners of the House of Black against the Dark Order, which will happen this Friday on Rampage. And this Wednesday, Death Triangle against the United Empire.
That should be cool.
With the winner of that facing Omega and the Bucks.
I don't know if I'd be shocked if Dark Order beats House of Black. It's Page, Silver, and Reynolds, right?
Sorry.
No, it's Silver, Reynolds, and Preston.
Oh, that's right. Page is just rooting for them. Never mind. Then they're not going to win.
We also will see the Ring of Honor world title defended on Rampage as Claudio takes on Dustin Rhodes, whatever you want to call him.
That was cool.
And then this Wednesday, Punk and Moxley for the Undisputed World Championship.
Tony, I'd like to get your deep cut insight on them taking it off the pay-per-view and moving it to TV on next week.
Well, Tony Khan's got more money than God, so he don't give a fuck.
Very deep.
Sorry, this is what it is.
Trying to get the foot on the screen.
Yeah, Jesus.
There
dude.
it is.
There you go.
So you don't like it? Looks like he is completely missing a toenail there.
I mean, it happens. What are you gonna do? Could he
what's
fucking?
wrong with the rest of his foot?
He's got fungus, dude. He's got to put some fucking medicine on them shits. His foot doesn't look bad. Like, the foot itself doesn't look bad. Those fucking nails need some work, dude. Yo, bro, go for a fucking pedicure. Who gives a shit? You got more money than Jesus. You can afford to get your tootsies taken care of.
How many people have more money than Jesus, Tony?
A lot of people. Jesus was a fucking carpenter. You think carpenters made a lot of money in Jerusalem back at the turn of the fucking millenniums?
That's a great
years ago?
question.
Something like that.
Kevin, it's just a foot, dude.
I don't give a shit. I'm leaving this on. If Kevin's going to be quiet, we get through the show quicker.
I hate
Oh,
that.
Also, the Gun Club turned on their dad,
All right, I'm taking it off. There you go, Kev. You're good. It's good.
and Bowens got to scissor Billy Gunn.
But what is this? Scissor.
Scissor me, daddy.
Really?
Daddy ass.
There you go.
He's such a child. It's hysterical.
Who, me or Kevin?
Kevin.
Oh, come on. I'm a bit of a baby, too. I know it
No,
gets
but
him.
it's just a fucking foot. Who gives a shit?
But if it's a gnarly, wonky ass,
No,
gonky,
it's not a bad looking foot. If it wasn't for the fucking toenails, it wouldn't be so bad.
But that's
Toenail.
a third of the foot.
The toenail is a.
The toenails.
I
No,
mean, I
just
get it. Like I mean, the toes generally, but sure.
That's right.
Oh, brother.
WWE seems to be putting this Clash at the Castle. The card just seems to be coming together. Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre for the Undisputed Universal title. Liv Morgan against Shayna Baszler for the SmackDown Championship. Gunther takes on Sheamus for the IC title, which I don't think Sheamus has ever been the IC champion.
That's what they had said. I heard that going around. I mean, it kind of makes sense. He was a former U.S. champion, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
So that
World
Gunther Sheamus for the
champion?
IC title, sign me up.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I thought he was in a program. I mean, I understand why they're doing it. Is Shinsuke hurt? Because I thought that Gunther was in the program with Shinsuke.
I think Shinsuke is hurt, isn't he?
I thought he was in this. There was a.
I
They
thought he was
did,
in this match.
Let me see. Yeah, they did a 5-way at SmackDown, I believe, to determine who the next
Yes.
winner
yes,
for
they
this
did.
would be. And let me see who was in it.
Hey, let me ask you this: has there been any word on Boogs, like how he's doing since he blew out his knee at Mania?
I mean, it depends on how. I don't remember what the injury was, but I mean, it's probably usually an ACL or. Oh no, was it his Achilles or was it his knee?
It was his knee, I thought.
So it's probably
Oh, he tore his quad. That's what it was. He had a torn quad. He blew his quad out trying to fucking lift both Usos.
Well, that takes time.
Yeah.
Shinsuke was not in the 5-way. It was Sheamus, Sami Zayn, Happy Corbin, Madcap Moss, and Ricochet. So I don't know where Shinsuke where Mr. Nakamura is.
Must be hurt.
Come on.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins Riddle is a 1-on-1 match.
Makes sense.
And then Bianca Belair, Asuka, and Alexa Bliss against Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky.
Really?
Yeah.
When's Clash at the Castle?
September 3rd.
3rd.
Oh, so this women's tournament is still going to be going on by then, or?
I have no fucking idea, man.
Well, because it's weird that they're having these teams. Oh, because those teams are meeting tonight, right? Alexa and somebody against Kai and Sky. Kai and Sky. Pew, pew.
Sure.
Yeah, something like that. Who's Alexa teamed up with? Oh, brother, I got to research another women's.
I don't know,
tournament.
man. I don't have it in my fucking notes. I'm sorry. I didn't think we were that into the women's tournament. Oh, maybe I have it right here. I'm sorry. Nope.
If I
Nope.
could type.
I just have the losers. I'm sorry. All right,
Updates.
while you look that up, somebody's out of the WWE and somebody's back in.
Alexa Bliss is teaming with Asuka. That makes sense. There you go.
Yeah, that's wild.
I don't know that.
Oh, stupid friggin' my Amazon thing is talking to me now because I said her name.
Jeff
Oh,
Jarrett, he's G-O-N-E.
Get out of here for real?
And guess who's taking his place?
Matt, allow me. Spent my days
yeah, I knew
working
this.
hard on the go, but the hand on the clock ain't ticking too slow. I can't wait to take Jeff Jarrett's job tonight.
Why would they get rid of Jarrett though? Because he was a Vince guy?
No, my understanding is that the position he held, the senior vice president of live events, was it was a time sensitive thing. Like he was set to only have that job until a certain date.
Oh, so he was let go by agreement.
Right. So he finished his, I think he was done on Friday and he finished out the weekend.
Did he hold him up for $100,000 to finish out the weekend?
Oh, dude, with a fucking double barrel sawed off shotgun.
And his fucking gold bars, baby.
Oh, yeah. And fucking some of that Some of that Jerry chicken salad.
That fucking dude, him wanting the banker's check from the bank to get paid on that show was fucking genius.
Yep.
Genius. Hearing him tell that story and how everything went down was fucking gold. Gold, gold, gold.
Literally.
Yes. That he used to build Global Force.
Love gold.
We talked that. Kevin, what do you got from the Impact world? Anything we need to touch on?
Yeah, I mean, we can. Big night for Honor No More. We have a new number one contender for Bound for Glory, as I believe you alluded to. That would be Mr. Eddie Edwards, who won. Mentioned a 5-way before. I believe this was like a 6-way.
It was, yes.
So Eddie Edwards is now your number one contender for Josh Alexander, and then Vincent is kind of crazy, man. Kind of comes across as a communist.
Okay.
Like, if you know, like he had, there was like a backstage segment between Josh Alexander and Rich Swan. Swan. Stop looking at me, Swan. And then like Vincent comes back and is like, "Hey man, do you think Impact's gonna be here for you in a year when you're hurt and you're down in your luck?" And it was pretty good promo. And then he dropped that line, "You dig what I'm saying?" and just rolled out. He's like not the mascot, but he's like the de facto like manager, because he always gets, you know who he is? He's Virgil of the NWO of Honor No More, because he always gets beat and always gets beat up, but he's still so good in his role as just someone that can be there and he can still talk. Little dissension though between PCO and Eddie Edwards.
Oh,
so which I kind of like, because I don't think PCO is right for Honor No More. I don't think he ever was from the get go. But if PCO as a standalone guy, I think would be great. Obviously, we've seen it before. Jessica, the worst part of Impact is that female storyline with Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie. She'll make her debut next week. Not a whole lot more to write home about. Banger 4-way of an X Division match with Black Taurus Hogan, Trey Miguel, Laredo Kid, and who am I forgetting? Wasn't God? Who the I'm sorry, I stink at this. But anyway, it was awesome. I love the match. I'm a big. I don't like Laredo Kid's mask though. It just bothers me that he has all those big horns on it, and while he's wrestling a bull, by the way, which is weird. So yeah, good stuff, good show. Mike Bailey, I don't get. I know he's a great wrestler, but I'm just not 100% in on him as a X Division champion. We announced that next week we'll have Kushida, Alex Shelley, and Chris Sabin all teaming up, I believe, for the first time as a 6-man. They're called Time Machine against Violent by Design. So that should be really fun. So I'm excited. It was a good show, man. Overall, just fun stuff. Impact Wrestling as always.
Thank you, Kevin, for that. A couple other notes. I don't know if you saw it. Tennille Dashwood is now a free agent. So, Tony, a koala coming to a store near you.
Wonderful. Good for her.
And here's the thing. Another thing about Impact is that now they have Deonna Purrazzo and Chelsea as a tag team, right? And it feels like they're just really trying to replace, and they're both great, and they're legit real life best friends, so that works. It just, to me, seems like forced that they're trying to replace the Iconics, like in that role, and then with Tennille gone and Madison Rayne gone, their tag team is done. So they really want to have that heel female tag team role of like these two arrogant, like bitchy, like chicks that are together, and it comes across really noticeable that they're just really just trying to replace the Iconics and then now the Influence. So just a little food for thought from KJJ.
And then this weekend they're doing their Lone Star Stampede shows.
Yeah, some of your boys from New Japan are coming in town.
Oh yeah, Mickey James is going to make a huge announcement. We have the Good Brothers defending their tag titles against the OGK. Deonna Purrazzo versus Masha Slamovich.
I don't know if that match is happening. OGK and them, because they also furthered a storyline that's saying that Doc Gallows was hurt.
Okay. Well, they're advertised to wrestle twice this weekend, so
Fair enough.
Motor City Machine Guns take on Aussie Open, which is going to be fucking awesome. And then on Saturday, right now, all that's announced is the Good Brothers against the Motor City Machine Guns.
I wouldn't be shocked if they bring in somebody else to team with Carl Anderson, maybe Hikaleo or somebody.
Oh,
If Doc Gallows' injury is real, which it seemed like it was on the show.
Oh, please strip them of the belts and have another tournament.
Tony loves a good tournament.
Fuck yeah, I do, man. Not enough tournaments in wrestling.
Really?
Tournament should be like the movie Basketball. Before the first one ends, the next one should be starting already. That's the way it should be. Fucking A, dude.
Tony, how do you feel about the G1, though? That's a round robin style tournament.
Isn't it over?
It is over, Tony.
Yeah, one of my fuckboys won, didn't he?
I don't know. Is
The
that
guy that's going on paternity leave, Okada?
Yeah. Well, I mean, is it paternity leave if there's no shows scheduled?
Sure. Don't take that away from the guy. He just won the G1. How
Well,
dare you?
Kazuchika?
Kazuch.
I don't know. Do they do does New Japan do like appearances and stuff like where he'd have to work without actually wrestling?
No.
Okay.
Well,
He's taking time before the next tour, so he's not doing Okada things. He's going to be a father.
And
doing dad kata things.
I was gonna go with Okada.
That's better. I like that.
Yeah, but I struggled with it.
Okadad.
Okada. That's the
That's
winner.
the one.
That's the winner.
Well, look, fellas, Okada won the G1. His fourth G1 victory, second in a row. You got to see the match with him and Ospreay. It is fucking brilliant.
I will watch it tomorrow.
It is great. Kevin Kelly and Chris Charlton do a great job telling the story, and Okada and Ospreay just paint a masterpiece. And there's such a great story. Ospreay knows Okada can be beat because AJ Styles has done it, and Tanahashi has done it, and Kenny Omega has done it. So he uses the high fly flow. He uses why can't I think about it? What's the pile driver AJ does? Styles Clash. He uses Styles Clash. He uses a V trigger, but he can't hit the one-winged angel. And eventually he falls to Okada in an unbelievable match. It's definitely worth checking out. And we're off and running. Their next tour starts September 5th.
Matt,
and yes.
Without giving too much about your talk with Kevin Kelly, what would you say his overall thoughts were about how the G1 went?
He loved the G1. Not the biggest fan of the four brackets.
Okay.
Because it felt like it was too spaced out. Like you saw like Hanare wrestle like the first 10 days, and then he had like 12 days off before he wrestled again. Like stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So a couple announcements came out of the G1 final. They're coming to New York, October 28th.
Today years old.
Also, Wrestle Kingdom will just be a one-night event this year.
Yes. Any reason why?
I believe, obviously,
because you guys suck at picks, and they figured if you can't do it in one night, you're not going to beat me over 2 nights. So fuck all y'all.
I think the original double dash was good. It served its purpose. They were going to unify both belts so that it required 2 nights, and they could sell, a lot of tickets. And then there was the pandemic, so they couldn't fill the dome. And the pandemic is over, so now let's get back to it being a one-night event.
All right, I dig.
So I'm very excited about that because I think it makes sense, and I don't think you're going to get a lot of filler. I think you're going to get a lot of matches that mean something, and I don't think you're going to get 100 matches like NWA Night 1.
Yeah, like the 6 and 8 man tags for the sake of being there. Like that was my beef with the G1. Was like I don't need to watch these like 6-man matches that mean nothing to the actual purpose of the product that you're trying to put out there.
You skip all that.
Yeah,
go right to the G1.
Yep.
So the Burning Spirit is the next series of shows that'll run in Japan. It will also be the first time they are selling tickets where fans can vocally cheer. So up until this point, if you were at a New Japan show, you could only clap. You could not vocally cheer for your favorite wrestlers.
Because Japan is a commie country. That's why.
Kevin Kelly touched on this too. You got to listen. They said it's going to be hot in the summer. If you're outside, you don't need a mask. If you're inside and you're by yourself, you don't need a mask. Still, 99% of the population was walking around with masks on. So they're doing what they want to do in Japan. Obviously, they're very strict at following the rules, but there's going to be sections where people can cheer vocally, which is something we haven't had in New Japan since the pandemic started. So that's very exciting.
Right. And I think I asked you about the clapping, where I thought that for a while was banned as well.
For a while it was, but now we're
I noticed when I was watching the G1 that they were clapping, and I was like, wait a second. That's weird.
Yeah, we're all good there. So the Burning Spirit, we have a couple. Bad Dude Tito and Minoru Suzuki is going to happen on September 5th.
Wait. Bad Dude Tito?
Oh, yeah, dude.
What the fuck is a Bad Dude Tito?
It's exactly what it sounds like, dude.
He's Tito and he's a bad dude.
He looks like the Steiners and Steve Williams fucked around and had a baby.
Oh, God. Who would fuck all three of them?
Dude, the name. Dude looks great. I'm a big fan of Bad Dude Tito. He's been working at New Japan Strong. He was over there for the G1. He was accompanying Jonah to the ring for his G1 matches.
Yeah.
Now he's going to get his solo run, so that'll be cool. Royce Isaacs is back over there. Him in the West Coast Wrecking Crew, Jordy Nelson. So your big Burning Spirit show is taking place September 25th. Ospreay defends his U.S. title against David Finlay. Carl Anderson's defending his never openweight title against Tanahashi. And your IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team champs TJP and Akira defend against Taguchi and Master Wato. Also, on October 10th, Jay White will be defending his title against Tamatanga at the main event of Declaration of Power, where we will also see Okada try and avenge his only G1 loss against Jonah.
There you go.
So that is a snippet of your New Japan news. If you want more New Japan news, the Bread Club episode should be dropping on Fightful Overbooked tomorrow, where we had Kevin Kelly sit in with me and Kieran. So check that out.
How do you do on talking on that show?
Pretty good.
Yeah,
I think so. I like to think I do okay.
Nice. I was just here. I was just rambling, thinking, is he like Matt that we know there?
I am Matt.
That's right.
I mean, you could just listen to the show too.
It's not select.
No, it's not select. I don't get paid for that show.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's available on YouTube and their podcast, Fightful Overbooked.
I was not aware of that. But I will give it a listen.
Now you know, Kevin.
That's right. Tony's in slouch mode.
Yep.
Do you want me to read the Patreon list off?
Yes. Oh, God, yes.
All right. Well, we're going to take this time. Oh, wow. My hair is all crazy. I love it. We're going to take this time. Thank you. We're going to take this time to thank those that support us over at our Patreon. You can become a Patreon supporter if you would like to support the show. Head over to our Patreon, patreon.com/Wizards Podcast for as little as $1 a month. Yes, $1 a month. You can support the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast. $1 a month gets your name mentioned during every single show. $3 a month gets you your name mentioned and bonus content, So our latest Patreon exclusive just dropped yesterday. So you can check that out if you're a Patreon supporter at the $3 level. $5 level will drop your name, get you that Patreon bonus content support, and plug your social media, website, whatever you want. $10 a month, you get all of the above. Plus, every month we do a drawing right on this show, and that winner gets to pick the Wizards Rewind, sit in on an interview, be a part of Can You Beat That, and much more. You can pick a bonus episode, sit in, record a bonus episode with us. coming for down the aisle. So many more things. We leave it up to you. We pick your name out of the hat. And if you're at the $10 or above level and your name is drawn, we reach out to you and we set things up. So Ryan Sullivan of the Mark Order podcast, Ryan Schlong, I didn't mean to give your government name, but that's what you show up in the Patreon as, will be sitting in on September 19th for the Clark Connors interview. So that's pretty exciting for Ryan. And all Ryan does is support the show for as little as $10 a month. You can't beat that. So at this time, we're going to thank those that support us over here at the Wizards Podcast. Kathy Hummer, the queen of the Shining Wizards. Manny Crazzo, the king of the Shining Wizards. Danny Rusinello, at not Danny Russ on the Twitter machine. Anthony Rusinello, from the Mark Order podcast. Want to send well wishes out to Anthony. He just got the sleeve put in today. He had a little surgery. So he's recovering nicely. I've talked to his lovely wife, Mrs. Money. He's doing well. So shout out to Aunt Money. Sean Calejo, Kate the Great Hensler, at Miss Kate Fabe. She'll be on the show September 12th because the committee decided she was a formidable opponent to Christian Rocco. So tune in for that massacre. It'll be like New Jack versus Gypsy Joe. If you don't know what I mean, Google it. Matt Garifo, at WhoDatMatt81. Football season is upon us. He is a Saints fan. No relationship to KJG, but send your Saints hate his way. Maddie Mellinger, Christine Friesendorf, Mark Parloni.
Happy birthday, brother.
Jay Kopp, the Big Cop of Pump. Thomas Kops, the Mott Spock, at High Five Tom, who's doing the Marking Out Ring of Honor Revelry podcast. So check that out. Michael Hammond, Matthew Birch, Braden Bergen, at Nfuego30. He's our number one fan from Iowa. Brendan Haney, Ryan Schlong from the Mark Order podcast, at Mark Order Pod. Asian Joe, David Henry Bauer III. His pal Antonio Hosserman makes experimental music at Harvestman Records, 856.bandcamp.com/music. Mike Peterson, at LOL Mike Peterson. Rob Humphrey, I Dunk Biscuits. The Daily Smark, thedailysmark.com, at The Daily Smark on Twitter. They help you find the latest wrestling news along with up-to-the-minute daily podcast. Don't forget, we deliver YouTube videos to keep you in the loop. Last week's third mic, Kevin Rogue, at Year of Pod, at JJ Rogue Means, at TOTS Pod, doing many things, wearing many hats. And last but certainly not least, he's got a Twitter account, at W Mercier Jr., the one, the only, William Mercier Jr.
Lives are gonna be in William Mercier's hands. You know what I mean?
Kevin, I know what you mean. JJ Rogue, that was the Daily Diddle.
Yes, it was.
And
Diddle with 3 Ds.
If you are not watching on YouTube, please be sure to do so. Subscribe, youtube.com/The Shining Wizards. We have our calendar for September and into October. Next week, of course, the Roast of Tony. You don't want to miss this. It's going to be something. Why did you take that down?
Because next week is not episode 660, dummy. It's episode 600. How to fix it.
Well, I'm glad somebody knows how to fix a banner around here. September 5th, Magic Jake Dumas. September 12th, Landon Hale. The 19th, Clark Connors. The 26th, Black G's.
Fucking A, dude, really?
October 3rd is yet to be determined. And then October 10th, Sam Adonis returns the week of Triple Mania to talk some wrestling. So we got a jam-packed September and October. Plus, September 12th, Christian Rocco is going to bludgeon Kate the Great in Can You Beat That?
I listen, I don't know the thought process behind the committee, but
really,
they might be sending you a message. Maybe that they're not going to be bullied and cajoled and forced into giving you a rematch. I think
I want nothing to you. I'll send the committee a message. It's called a cave shot.
All right, I need to know what a cave shot is. Is that like a
It's
punch
me standing in front of the camera with my asshole spread wide open for the committee. Okay,
I was in the area. I was close.
You could cover your eyes for that, Kevin.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Just open your mouth.
I want not the committee is a bunch of horse shit. you and whatever the diplomat, the dipshit that sends the fucking video. You had all week last week. You wait till fucking 10 after 7 to send. I got 1,000th, and my computer's like fucking Johnny 5. It's leaking all over the place. Johnny 5 alive. No, it's ready to explode. I'm trying to put this fucking stupid video of this idiot in a Yankees hat up. That's why you only got audio. And then out of all the people, not Dave LaGreca, not some well-versed trivia expert, you pick fucking Kate the Great, who for some strange reason, the committee picks Kate the Great, and for some strange reason the committee recognizes she had some kind of weird title reign. I don't recall said title reign. It's not in the history of title changes that I painstakingly listened to all the episodes, and I have right here every single match and date of who won.
I've got pictures of Kate with a "Can you beat that championship?" How do you?
Oh, that's great. I'm sure Kevin can find a picture of him when he's 8 years old with a fucking styrofoam WWF champion. Does that mean he's been a 30-year Can you beat that champion? Just because they make a fucking belt, that means they're the champion? The committee's so full of shit. Their eyes are brown. It's coming out of their ears. They look like a broken fire hydrant.
You can't just change history just because you say something didn't happen.
Oh, yeah, like create a committee out of thin air.
Listen,
I want somebody else from the committee. I want another diplomat.
I'm not on the committee. The diplomat, as you say, is not on the committee.
You find whatever carrier pigeon sends you the messages. You write a little fucking message. I want a different person and a different video next time they got to deliver a message to me. So that gives you and the committee and whatever other imaginary fucking people are running around your house in the mean streets of North Arlington. That gives you till October 24th.
Wow.
Well, that's when the next Can You Beat That Championship will be decided. If, the ultimate underdog beats Christian Rocco, then she can defend against whomever this magical committee picks. Let me know what the Easter Bunny, the Leprechaun, and Santa Claus decide on.
See, this is why you don't get a rematch.
I don't want a rematch.
I think you really do deep down. I think that's why you're so angry, because if you didn't want a rematch, you wouldn't give less of a shit about this.
No, I just don't like how this committee just out of thin air. One day it's just here, and now it's deciding our bits.
The committee
game
bits. This is a serious championship we're talking about here.
Oh, now it's a serious championship.
Well, when you decided, hey, let's open the door, let's start bringing in some outsiders to challenge for this championship, we had to have rules. We had to have something established so that we could have people to go to be the deciders of how the game is played and who's going to challenge.
What was wrong with the way we were doing it?
It was just the three of us, and I never even fucking challenged. It was you versus Kevin every other week.
Well, you're in the fucking committee's pocket. Why don't you challenge Christian Rocco? It'll be more entertaining than Kate getting fucking curb stomped.
I would never.
History X.
I would never put my name into the hat to challenge for such a prestigious championship. Who's going to come up with questions if it wasn't for me?
I'll come up with fucking questions.
Oh, what are you going to do? Ask everybody about the fucking G1 from 1984?
No, ask everybody about the first fucking Thunder or the first SmackDown. I'll go your route.
That's actually not a bad question. The first Thunder?
Yeah, see?
You know who's in the main event of that show?
You know who's in the first match?
No, the main event was Mr. Perfect against somebody, wasn't it?
Kurt Hennig main evented every single show.
Well, it's
for lack of any other people wanting to. First match, I'll tell you right now who it was.
Was it the Brett and the Rick?
It was not.
Well, it's neither here nor there.
It was Chris Adams versus Macho Man Randy Savage.
There you go.
There you go.
That and a fucking hot dog will get you nothing.
This is fresh after Macho Man's, I guess, hostility towards Hogan and the NWO.
Well, it's like my hostility with the committee. I just want the committee to be gone. I don't know why they have anything to do with the Can You Beat That Championship, a championship belt that you, Tony, designed and you built yourself in your basement, and then I fairly captured it at Studio A against Kevin.
That's right.
You do remember that was not supposed to be the Can You Beat That Championship. That was supposed to be a belt that was going to be decided, passed along based on everything that happened in our world. For instance, you had a killer interview with a guest. you may be bestowed the Shining Wizards Championship. Kevin gets an autograph from somebody for the Wall of Fame, he may be bestowed. It was going to be an ongoing, just a whisper in the wind, maybe just passed along for reasons, for bringing greatness to the Shining Wizards. And then all of a sudden it was co-opted into the championship for one specific event. And that's why we needed a committee. We needed some rules. We needed some structure. We needed a governing body. Do you not understand that?
Oh, I get it. Come get your title then, committee.
Wow. What a dick.
You know how much money I put down deposit on that? Can you beat that championship?
$2.75.
More.
The price of a hot dog.
More.
Matt's gonna go on his Fightful podcast, and the committee's gonna have to distort it because it's not the real. It's Matt's gonna have to have like a tag belt on there.
He's gonna be fucking defending it against Kieran. We're gonna fucking split
At least he got
titles.
his fucking name right. Show the guy a little respect.
I give him all the respect in the world. I have to deal with a mutter and stutter and prick like you.
If you watched the show, you would know I am a completely different animal.
Oh, I know. You're an animal for sure, but
I'm not drinking.
Different. Oh boy. You're still hungover from Saturday, right?
No, dude, I listened to last week's show. That first like hour and a half, I was not. The lights were on, but nobody was home, buddy.
Oh, I know. I listen.
It was rough. Well worth it.
Oh, for sure. For
But it
sure.
was rough.
Like you said, it'd been a long time since you had a shindig of that magnitude. It's good to hear.
Been a
One more.
long time.
All right. I'm ready for some fun. I'm ready to do some strutting and some walking, and I got the theme music playing in the background, and the fans are cheering for me. Come on. Let's bring this shit down the aisle. Woo!
All right. So do me a favor, guys. Just throw out a year. One of you guys pick a year.
Oh
1986.
God,
All right, 1977. Fuck it. 77.
Oh, God.
How are we gonna go down the aisle in 1977?
I was
You
3.
you could because you were like 30, but
All right. Let's see what I can find here.
go with 86, please.
Nope,
Lesser of two
77
evils.
it is.
Lesser of two evils. First thing he said it first. He said 86 first.
Nope, Kevin shit on it first, so I changed my mind.
All right. Let's go. Let's see how this plays out, gentlemen.
This is going to be good because I guarantee you there's nobody listening right now who knows fuck all about 1977.
All right. I was kind of with you, Kev, here, but I think there's a lot here we can work with.
Fuck yes.
All right. So look, 1977, I wasn't going on some deep dive. I wasn't going back to like fucking Portland, and I wasn't going to some territory. I went to the WWF.
Fuck yeah. Here we go.
All right. Let me correct myself. The WWWF.
Good.
So that's what I was gonna ask.
All right. On this date in 1970,
On this day,
an event was held at the Boston Garden in Boston. Massachusetts. 8,100 people there.
that's it. Wow, this is a light show.
I mean, it's 77, dude.
Yeah, I know, but still, what was it? 6,000? You said 7,000?
8,000.
8,000. But still, for the Boston Garden. I mean, you know what? That's a pretty decent crowd, I guess. All right, let's hear it.
We got 10 minutes and 11 seconds. Johnny Rods
Fuck yeah, dude.
defeats SD Jones.
Fucking A. All right. We're starting off hot. I love it. Fucking Johnny Rods, baby.
Dude, almost 10 minutes of this shit.
Well, Special Delivery Jones, bro. He's throwing them headbutts like a fucking wild man.
I don't know what he was like in 77, but
Did I ever tell you the story? I was supposed to wrestle him for a Geno show.
so SD Jones
Yes. And I'm disappointed he wound up getting
Died?
stuck.
Oh.
No, he's
stuck in what, a
Rest in
doorway?
Yes, he couldn't get through. No, he was I was supposed to work a match with him actually in Clifton, and for some reason like he couldn't make it. I don't know if he missed a flight or whatever the gimmick was, but I think that was the night I wound up wrestling Mike Dell. Or yeah, I think that was the night I wound up wrestling Mike Dell. But yeah, I was supposed to have a match with SD Special Delivery Jones, and I was looking forward to it. I was going to be jobbing to the Cocoa Butt, and unfortunately, it didn't happen.
Oh, that's a shame. I would have liked to see that.
I would have loved to have done it. I would have loved that fucking match. That would have been awesome. A fucking bucket list for sure.
Yeah. Johnny Rivera defeated Joe Turco.
The one and only Joe Turco. Do we know anything about Joe Turco? I got to look up Joe Turco.
Joe Turco was he was from Italy.
Fuck yeah. I'm a Joe Turco.
He was Baron Turco. He was Mario Leone, and he was the Matador. His nicknames were the Continental Nobleman and the Wild Man, and his signature moves were a headlock and a body block.
A headlock.
What the hell is a body block?
Oh, I found Peter Maivia versus Joe Turco.
Does anyone know what I've heard of a shoulder block or a shoulder tackle. What the heck is a body block?
Probably like a cross body, no?
But you're not if you're providing the offense, you're not blocking anything.
This is
the cross
70s.
body block. All right, the full name is cross body block. You're right.
This is the 70s. It was a simpler time.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. Cross body. I know everyone for the longest time has just called it a cross body, but it is a cross body block. So yeah.
Well, if you're interested, Peter Maivia scooped him up and kind of was going for a boss man slam, but turned it into like a tilt-a-whirl. Not a tilt-a-whirl, but like a spinning into the knee backbreaker, and he beat
like an abyss, like the black hole slam.
Yeah, but it was weird the way he went into it. It wasn't like a complete spin around, but like the motion was there. So yeah, Peter Maivia beating Joe Turco in under 2 minutes. So there you go.
It looks like by this point in his career, Joe Turco was at the end of the line. The earliest I can find is him wrestling in 1962.
Ooh, baby.
As the Matador for NWA Mid-America. And then by 78, he's winding down in the WWF, losing to the likes of Gypsy Rodriguez, lukewarm Pete Austin. Dude, he wrestled Steve King to a draw. He lost to Ted Adams, Pete Austin again, Johnny Rods.
Holy shit. NWA Mid-America.
Look at this. March of 78, Nikolai Volkov beat him. This Joe Turco guy.
He got around.
A journeyman.
What do you know? What do you say?
Close.
What do you say? What do you know?
Still not right, but we'll give it.
Now we're getting to the meat and the potatoes of this shit.
Fuck yeah. Bring on the shit.
Gorilla Monsoon defeats George the Animal Steel by countout.
How long? Wait, how long did they give this? 13 minutes?
Lower.
8 minutes.
Lower.
Wait. This had to be something where they were planning a return match. It had to be.
Well, I don't have that information available to me.
What the hell was George the Animal Steel doing in 1977? Other than wrestling Gorilla Monsoon. Who was the bad guy?
I would assume at that point it's got to be George Steele.
In 77?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But he wasn't Green Tongue.
No, he was definitely Green Tongue, but he probably wasn't mine, Captain Lou Albano, George the Animal Steel at this point.
Did George the Animal Steel always, good guy or bad guy, always have the green tongue? I feel like was that always his shtick?
I think it was.
So even as a bad guy, he had a green tongue.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, so I just pulled up from May of 1977. He's wrestling Bruno Sammartino at the Garden, and he's doing the gimmick. Blah, blah, blah. But there's an old woman in the front row that is continuously hitting him with a purse while he's just standing there.
77 was wild.
Now he's getting back in the ring. The referee looks like he works at the fucking hardware store.
Yeah, that's another thing. The evolution of like referee gear is so strange.
Oh, fuck. Speaking of old wrestlers, this came into my head. I meant to tell you guys about this when I saw it. Apparently, at some point, I mean, in the long history of matches between Jimmy Snuka and the Metal Maniac, listen, I don't
not the name I thought you were going to say.
I don't know if it was an ECPW show. I have to find the footage. Jimmy Snuka body slams Metal Maniac on the floor, and some little kid comes up, picks up his chair, and throws the chair on top of the Metal Maniac. I almost pissed my pants. I was laughing so hard. Even Jimmy looked around like, "You believe this, brother?" It was so.
Jimmy Snuka incited riots.
Oh my god, fucking hysterical! The little kid just walks up with the chair over his head and just throws it on top of him.
Well, I've told the story at nauseum. During a Jimmy Snuka match, a little kid hit me with one of those batting cage softballs. When I was managing him versus the Kodiak Bear, another legend.
Tony, your time on this match was 3 minutes and 34 seconds.
Wow.
Now, I don't know if that count. Like, it looks like there's a lot of gaga before this Bruno match where George is around the ring. He's not necessarily getting in the ring. He's riling the crowd up. So maybe that is something that happened here. I cannot say. We follow this matchup with a best 2 out of 3 falls tag match. Check out this, fellas.
Tony Gurria, Rick Martel, please.
You got half of that right, Kevin.
Tony Gurria and Dean Ho.
Tony Gurria is the first competitor.
It's not Dean Ho?
It's not Dean Ho.
Is it Darren Mike Cicluna?
It is not. This is a very famous
wrestler. Haystacks Calhoun.
It's not Haystacks.
It's not Haystacks.
Dominic Ganucci?
He worked WWF.
Rene Goulet.
And then he eventually ended up in WCW.
I said Rick Martel. Jacques Rougeau?
No, not Jacques.
And it wasn't. Wow.
There's another clue, and if I give it away, you'll know who it is.
No. All right. So wait. He was teaming with Tony Gurria
on this show. Now I don't know.
Then he went to
occurrance.
And then he went to WCW.
I think there was a large gap. Let's see if I can find.
Wait,
this.
They were the tag champs.
This does not. Hold on. Now you got me.
This
This doesn't say it was a tag title match.
All right. So yeah, because Tony Gurria only held the belt with Martel.
This was just a best 2 out of 3 falls match.
No, Gurria held the belts with quite a few people.
In WWF?
Yep.
So he was in WWF from looks like 74 to 81. Then he did a little All Japan. Then Georgia Championship Wrestling in the NWA.
Can I get a Pistol Pez Watley?
It is not Pistol Pez. And then he pretty much finished his career out in WCW. He did a bunch of indie stuff in the 2000s. But the meat on the bone is WWF from 74 to 81. NWA, WCW from 83 to 99.
Oh,
Bobby Eaton?
No, Blackjack Mulligan?
No.
99?
99.
In WWE as a wrestler?
WCW.
Oh, WCW. All right. So here.
Oh.
Right. No, stop it.
Why? If he has it.
Oh, no. Yeah, okay, that's fair. You're right.
Is it Zabisco?
Correct. Ding.
Okay, so here's the story.
You didn't look this up, did you?
Tony Gurria has been WWF Tag Team Champion 5 times. Rick Martel was twice. Dean Ho was once. Haystacks Calhoun was once. And Larry fucking Zabisco was once.
Oh, so that's how you found it. Looked it up.
Sorry.
I was trying to get it organically, and you just totally ruined everything that I've ever done in my entire life.
Would you have gotten it organically?
I probably would have.
No, he's lying because he knows the answer now. He said he would have gotten
No, it would have taken me a few more guesses, which we might not have had time for. But if I had
I'm trying to move the show along.
If I had 3 more guesses, I probably would have got it.
Well, they defeated.
Oh boy,
this tag team.
Oh boy.
Captain Lou Albano.
Oh, and Tony Altamore, the Sicilians?
No.
Alpha?
No. How about Ken Patera?
Wait, Captain Lou and Ken Patera were a team? Holy shit, dude.
I guess so.
Wow.
They lost 2-0, so. And it looks like.
Holy shit.
Doesn't look like they teamed all that often.
Probably not. Was Albano his manager at that point?
If this was a house show, it's probably just a one-off.
Yeah, they teamed a couple times. I got Chief J and Gorilla against them.
Oh God.
What do you got? Yep. We got 6-man. Throw Peter Maivia in there. Ivan Putski and Peter. Oh God. Ivan Putski and Peter Maivia defeated Baron von Raschke and Ken Patera.
Holy shit! Well, I mean that kind of makes sense because they're both AWA guys.
Yeah, and it was 77.
Matt,
They
where would
probably
you-
they
Matt,
might
where
have
would
come
you-
in. They might have
Tony-
come in from the AWA. They might have Vern might have sent them over there.
Where would you rank this tag team as the greatest of all time, guys?
Oh, top 5 for sure. Right up there with Awesome Kong.
I just happen to have a Ken Patera and Captain Lou Albano LJN at arm's reach. So
I don't think I had Captain Lou. I didn't have Ken Patera.
I got 2. I got a
Two-
pair of Pateras.
Pair of Pateras.
So we got Bruno, not as the champion, defeating Mr. Fuji in 18 minutes and 20 seconds.
Wait a minute. They gave Fuji 18. I mean, I get it. It's the 70s, but they gave Fuji 18 minutes? He must have been doing a lot of cheating, bro. A lot of gimmicks in that fucking match. Had to have been.
Was Fuji that bad of a worker?
No, it's not that, but Fuji was always like the mischievous shit behind the referee's back.
As a performer too.
Yeah, he had the gimmick in the tights, like the ref's not looking, he give him the fucking the shot in the throat, stick it back in. You know, like Jerry Lawler kind of shit.
This is probably more about Bruno than it is about Fuji. It's probably giving Bruno 18 minutes and just having someone in there with him that they know could not get blown up.
Yeah, it's possible. It's just weird though that Mr. Fuji would get 18 minutes for Bruno. Something just seems off about that.
I'm sure there's a lot of like rest hold. It's all to lead to the big comeback.
Let's be honest, wrestling back then kind of sucked.
What was the date on this show?
It was today, August 22nd, 1977.
So Superstar was champ for this year?
That is your next match,
There
Tony.
you go.
The WWF Heavyweight Champion is Superstar Billy Graham, and he loses
Of course he does.
to Chief Jay Strongbow.
What?
By referee's decision.
Oh, listen. The WWF did a lot of this shit back in the day where the referee would stop a match, but because the champion was not pinned or submitted, would not lose the title, which is a complete 180 from the way things are booked currently.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you now, because if it's a referee stoppage, the title would change hands.
Yeah, because they did the same shit to Bruno. Like if Bruno was bleeding, they would stop it and stuff like that, but they wouldn't switch the title.
Now, Matt, let me ask you this, because I feel like this also happened a lot. They booked a lot of non-title matches. Do you know if this was a non-title or title match?
This says WWF Heavyweight Title match.
Yeah,
Okay.
Definitely.
But you would, Tony, know what I'm saying? Like sometimes main events would be
No, I get it, but yeah.
non-title for no reason.
And if you looked like once the mid 80s came around, they would never book like this. It would be, like a title change. But back in the 70s, if the referee stopped it, no, they wouldn't change the title for whatever reason, because if they stopped a boxing match, they would switch the title too.
Yeah, and it's weird because like, what's the difference between a referee stoppage and Arnold Skolin throwing in the towel?
Exactly. It's just, I guess because Arnold is like technically your side giving up as opposed to the referee saying, hey, he's had enough. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. It never makes
Tony,
sense.
It really doesn't make any sense, because if the referee said, hey man, like you can't compete with this guy anymore, this guy should get what you have.
Yeah, no, I get it. And the only thing that I could think of is with the referee stopping it, the guy wasn't really technically beat, and that's kind of the out for it. But still,
maybe
it's a shitty thing. I don't like it, but maybe it worked back then. I don't know. It just didn't. It never made sense to me either. So Billy Graham, how long did that match go?
37 minutes.
16 minutes and 10 seconds.
Well, I guess the people in Boston were getting their money's worth for this show.
Well, that was not the main event, Tony.
Tell me there was some sort of boot camp match or fucking lights out match.
Let me see if I can guess, Matt.
Well, there's 2 matches left on the card.
Can I guess one of them? Because I'm totally throwing a dart out there in the middle of it. But because you said that Tony Garea match wasn't a tag title match, is one of them a tag title match?
It does not say.
Okay. Yes, Tony Atlas and Rocky Johnson versus the Wild Samoans.
No, I think we have an IC title match with maybe Pedro Morales defending against someone.
There is no more title matches.
Ooh.
So it's got to include Andre. Was Andre there at this point in 77?
So at this time, your tag team champions are the Yukon Lumberjacks.
Oh Christ.
They are not on this show.
Well, they're busy in the Yukon territory. That's why.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, they got shit to do, man.
Yeah, they got a lumber.
Trees ain't gonna chop themselves down.
Goddamn right.
Goddamn, pal. And at this time in the I don't think we're not there yet. 79 is when we have an IC title, so we don't have an IC champ here.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah. Do we have a women's match?
No. So someone
Okay.
said Peter Maivia.
Yes.
He is in a singles match. He defeats Rocky Tamoyo.
Oh God.
What in the fuck?
What
What is a Rocky Tamoyo?
Okay, so this, and I could be pronouncing his last name right. It's Tomayo.
Tameo.
Tomato.
He was Blue Demon 2. He was the Blue Devil. He was Inca Peru. He was Joe Soto. He was Super Assailant 2.
He looks like the Italian guy.
And Super Assassin 2. So he wore many hats in his career.
Oh shit, he used to team with Tojo Yamamoto.
Of course he did.
Fucking A, dude.
So that is now I don't know if this is in the order, but your last match is another 2 out of 3 falls tag team match. This went all 3 falls.
Of course it did.
With the team of Haystacks Calhoun and Ivan Putski defeating the tag team of Frank Monroe and Stan Stasiak.
Wow. All right, we all know who Stan Stasiak is. Frank Monroe sounds very familiar. I have a feeling I might know a little about him.
Do you?
That's not the guy that got slapped, that got hit with the coconut by Roddy Piper in the 80s, is it? Or is that Russ Francis?
No, Russ Francis played football.
Oh, that's right.
Moose Monroe.
Yes.
Moose fucking Monroe. He looks like a fucking moose.
Tony, I think Moose Monroe did a liner for us at one point.
Hey, this is Moose.
His signature move was the flying sausage.
Hey, he's a former ICW guy from New Jersey as well. His signature moves: the flying sausage, the bear hug, the elbow drop, the headbutt, and the big slash. Dude, what is the flying sausage?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
If one of us knows, then one of us knows. I have no fucking idea.
Google.
Flying sausage.
Flying sausage.
I'm going to guess it's like a flying forearm.
Flying sausage.
Like Tito Santana style.
I wonder, we got to have a fucking match where Frank Monroe squashes someone, right?
Oh.
I mean, we have to see this in motion.
I got something in 81. He beats Tony Altamore. He beats Frank Moose Monroe, beats Frank Savage.
Tony Atlas versus Frank Monroe. I get the feeling that Tony Atlas is winning this thing.
Yeah, Tony Atlas ain't losing that match.
Yeah. Rick McGraw defeats Moose Monroe. Dude,
now,
Gorilla Monsoon beat Moose Monroe in 36 seconds in 1979.
That's terrible.
So now, if this is just a famous move, it might not be a finisher, so he might still get the move off.
Well, he didn't get it off against Tony Atlas.
There
I'll
you
tell you
go.
that much.
There you go.
That's the only match of Frank Monroe on YouTube? That can't be.
I got Moose Monroe, Bob Sweeten versus Moose Monroe.
Bob Sweetan, yeah. Holy shit.
You Sweeten?
Tito and Ivan versus Moose Monroe and
Tito and Ivan, former tag team
Pete Doherty. Pete Doherty, I believe. No, he's not the guy.
The Duke of Dorchester.
Yeah, but I was thinking of the coconut guy. The name escapes me.
No, the coconut guy was Jimmy Snuka. That was the only guy.
But okay, maybe not the coconut guy, but when the guy that Roddy Piper beat the crap out of on
I know who you mean. The Puerto Rican guy. What the fuck was his name? The guy with the mustache.
Yes.
Thought his name was.
Damn it.
Frankie Williams.
Yes, Frankie Williams.
There you go. Boom.
Frankie Williams.
I'm fast forwarding right now. I pulled it up. What does he hit him with?
The flying sausage.
No, he didn't hit him with anything. He just started punching him. And he hit him with the microphone. There was no weapon against Frankie Williams. I think that was the first Piper's Pit, though, wasn't it?
Well, no, the flying sausage wouldn't be a weapon. It would probably just be his move.
No, I'm talking about Frankie Williams and Piper now.
Oh no, yeah, no, he just beats the crap out of him.
He just fucking whips it out and gives him the helicopter.
Gives him the flying sausage.
Fucking A.
So I found the next month, and it looks like the only thing they really tried to draw you back in on was the superstar Billy Graham Chief Jay Strongbow match, because they put them in a cage for your main event.
Well, there you go. That's yeah.
Oh, cage match. You could put flying sausage and Frankie Williams in there and still be a main event.
All right, I gotta ask you guys. JJ Rowe comes in. Pete Doherty had some weeping grave diggers. What are weeping grave diggers, and why do I not know this euphemism?
Is it hair?
I don't know this reference either.
I don't.
Is that a
Weeping-
Minnesota thing, brother?
I have a feeling it might be testicles.
Is there like a different Pete Daughtry that we're confusing him with? Like,
Oh no, there's only one.
no, not in wrestling. I'm talking about like in mainstream celebrity. Is there a Pete Daughtry that may have been like some sort of weird?
Well, I just Googled weeping gravedigger and I'm not finding good results. These are fucking depressing. Holy shit, dude. What did you make me Google, JJ? Holy shit.
It says he said it is. So is that his hair?
Yeah, I don't know. You gotta give us a little more. The Libertines?
School massacre as grave digging weeping.
Yeah, that's the one. Yep. That's not what we're looking for, I don't think.
Nope. It's
Minnesota.
a Minnesota thing.
You said it.
Hey. All right. Well, what is it, bro?
This is depressing, dude.
Is that a band? Are the Libertines a band from Minnesota?
I
It's a
don't know.
Minnesota thing, brother.
Way to bring the show down, fucking rogue. Thank you.
At least you didn't do it last week.
Yeah,
He was great last week.
He's really angling for my fucking job, isn't he?
Job. That would imply that you get paid to do this.
Well, don't I? I'm still waiting for that first check.
It's in the mail.
Yeah, sure it is.
Uh,
Oh boy.
all right. So wasn't the greatest.
I think it was. We learned that the flying sausage was a finishing maneuver, or a famous maneuver, or a maneuver he was known for.
Okay.
I mean, he's not a weeping gravedigger.
No.
That is true. That is true. Let me just see something here real fast. Let me just see.
Oh, Matt's looking for more.
I just want to see something, man.
What are you looking for? Talk us through it.
Just I want to see. I want to jump back to. Oh God, good Lord.
What do you want to jump back to, bro?
That's the thing there. I think that's too vague. Let me do this. Let me do
Want
this.
to jump back to this?
Hey.
Jerry
Grr.
Gerittos. Nobody thought of this.
Dun, 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 down, bow, 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 bow. Wow, 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 wow. Oh.
Break the toes down.
Did Kevin tell you he met the roommate?
No. The
Yeah,
roommate's
Kevin-
still around? I thought school's back in session.
She leaves Friday.
Oh, you gonna miss her?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I am.
cool.
So 1986 was another thing you threw out there. So I found a Jim Crockett promotion show that took place at the Mid-Atlantic Championship. Mid-Atlantic. Wow, this is a JCP show.
Okay.
It took place on this date
On this day.
in 1986, Hampton, Virginia, at the Hampton Coliseum. 5,000 people showed up to see the Italian Stallion and Todd Champion wrestle to a draw.
All right. Sounds good. We all know Todd Champion. We all know the Italian Stallion.
We also got the tag team match, the Kansas Jayhawks. Bobby Jaggers and Dutch Mantell defeated the Barbarian and T-Joe Khan.
T-Joe Khan.
Sione and T-Joe Khan.
Yes, Sione. I almost missed that. Here we go.
T-Joe Khan was in Body Slam, by the way.
Ivan Koloff defeats the Warlord.
Wow.
How do you like that? The Warlord and the Barbarian on the same show.
Well, it's Jim Crockett. They always were.
Manny Fernandez and Wahoo McDaniels defeated the Midnight Express.
Wow, Manny and Wahoo were teaming up, huh?
86, yeah. And that was
Wow.
Eaton and Condrey.
Eaton?
You Sweeten?
Bunkhouse match.
Eaton and Sweeten. Who was that Sweeten guy? What was his name?
Mike Sweetain.
Mike Sweeten and Bobby Eaton would have been the greatest tag team of all time.
Sweet and Eaton. And Mark Eaton is their manager.
Oh, Eaton?
Sweet and Eaton with Eaton.
You Sweeten? You Eaton?
Who you got?
Weeping Gravedigger is essentially a better full-on banger.
All right, we'll take your word for it.
So that means it's a good thing and not a negative thing, I guess.
I guess.
Bunkhouse match. Jimmy Valiant defeats Shaska Watley.
Fucking A, dude. Dude, this was a feud that I didn't think I'd have any interest in, but I remember when I was listening to was it Conrad's show with Tony Schiavone, and they were talking about this, and it just sounded fucking amazing, dude. Yeah, this is when they were doing their retrospective of whatever year this was in Jim Crockett, and the promos were just insane. Pez Watley wanted to be like Shaka Zulu, but he made his name Shaska, which meant nothing. So they were like, dude, your name doesn't mean anything. I don't care. It sounds cool. I want it. So when
was
Pez
anybody ready for Shashka?
So when he went heel, nobody like that was like his thing. Like he was finding his roots and, the Boogie Woogie Man, you're my brother. We roll together. And the fucking promos were insane because it's fucking Jimmy Valiant and fucking Pez Watley. Good shit.
This was, and it doesn't say what title. A non-title Texas Death Match. Magnum TA defeated Nikita.
Probably the U.S. title.
Koloff, yeah.
Dog?
Oh. Have to be the U.S. title.
And then the main event, it seemed to be a steel cage match. Dusty Rhodes and Big Bubba.
Nice.
Well, of course. Bubba started out as a job guy on the Saturday show, and Dusty saw something huge in him and took a liking to him, and it was off to the races. He went from fucking being Jobber Ray Trailer, who was a big dude, who I think the move that impressed him was he took Tully's slingshot suplex. And he's like, dude, this man can get up for this. He's got something. And he fucking went on the road with him, Dusty and Bubba, and off to the fucking races, dude.
I was thinking about this the other day. Like when he came back in WCW as Ray Trailer, like after he was, the Guardian Angel, the Boss, then Big Bubba Rogers, and he was Big Bubba in Dungeon of Doom, Big Bubba in NWO. And then all of a sudden they decided that he had to change his name just to like be a different person. Like he could have still been like good guy Big Bubba, teaming with the Steiners to go against the NWO, and it would have been. I think the move calling him Ray Trailer was super weird.
Yeah, they did the same shit with John Tenta. Like after you took away that's something that made him different, and you just like, I'm John Tenta, I'm a man, I'm not a shark, I'm not a tornado, whatever the fuck else he said. It's kind of like, all right, you're John Tenta, who cares?
Yeah, like Ray Trailer, like he still had a decent little run as Ray Trailer, and then obviously he went back to WWE as the Big Boss Man. But I feel like if he just like kept Big Bubba, like would anyone have batted an eye that he was now this good guy? I don't think so.
If you really, for those of you listening out there, if you really want to get a flavor of what Big Bubba was capable of, even after his run as part of the Twin Towers, when he was on his own in that run against the Heenan family when they were making fun of his mama, bro, he was trim, he was fit, he was moving like a fucking panther.
Yep,
he was incredible in that run.
It almost looked like he was too thin, especially like when Nails came in. Like he almost looked like he was like.
Yeah, but that match he had with Perfect for the IC title, I think, was it SummerSlam? I forget the paper.
WrestleMania
7. Fucking looked amazing in that match. Yeah. Amazing. And I get it. Perfect's one of like the best workers ever,
Yeah, but he also looked really good when he was that heel against Hogan in the cage.
Yeah.
He was really good there too.
Oh no, for sure. Not taking anything away from that, but when he slimmed down, he was really on all cylinders, dude.
Yeah, but to your point to say like, oh, but he was with Perfect. Like, Hogan's not a master of the ring. Like Big Bubba. made the Hulkster look great too. So
Oh, of course. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't just chalk it up to Mr. Perfect being the guy in the ring with him.
And off the top of my head, I don't remember exactly what kind of shape he was in, like with the Midnight Express run and Crockett, but like when he was with Hogan in that feud, like in my head, that's the biggest I've ever seen him. You know,
Yeah, he was still a big boy. Yeah.
So I don't know if he was bigger because they asked him to get bigger to make so Hogan would be more impressive when Hogan did something to him, but I don't remember how big he was as the bodyguard for Cornette and those guys. But he looked massive. Like, and then when he turned face and then you could obviously see the difference in his weight.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody find that ironic that his big feud when he turned face was Heenan and everybody talking shit about his mother, and then later on, years later, he was talking shit about Big Show's father.
Yeah.
It's so weird how that worked out, right?
I never thought about that.
And he gave the Big Show, well, Paul White, his fucking nickname, the Big Nasty Bastard. He's like, you're a big nasty bastard, and your mama said so. And like that fucking stood for a while. He was the Big Nasty Bastard.
So what do you like better, Big Nasty Bastard, or when Hogan called him you big stinky nasty giant?
I think Big Nasty Bastard though is just so catchy. It's so cool.
I just remember laughing out loud. He's like, I'm gonna take that big stinky nasty giant.
Well, I get the feeling Hogan said that about Andre too, didn't he?
I don't know.
In the build up to WrestleMania 3.
I don't know. I don't know if he called him a big stinky nasty giant. Big stinky nasty is like that's poetry to me.
It's so gross.
Yeah.
I bet you Andre was wearing pajamas around that time.
That's right.
Ugh.
oh boy.
Wow, we went down the aisle twice tonight, technically. No?
Yeah, I figure why not? Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it.
It's always a
Loved
good
it.
time.
Both shows interesting for different reasons.
Absolutely.
Kind of like it.
Who doesn't?
Manny Fernandez and fucking Wahoo McDaniel. Holy shit.
Something I need to crack open, some like early 80s. I got really excited because Jim Ross on Grill and JR, I want to say last week, they did Smoky Mountain Wrestling's Night of the Champions or Night of the Legends, excuse me. And I listened and they were like, all right, go to Peacock and it's season 3, episode 33. And I was like, oh man, did they fucking upload a shitload more of Smoky Mountain? So I came home and I checked and they didn't add a fucking thing to it. It's like episode 6, 12, 31, 32, 33, 34, 38. And I was like, this is dog shit.
Yeah, I think I skipped that episode of JR because I couldn't find it on the Peacock.
I definitely want to watch more Smoky Mountain.
Hey, just as an aside, if you wanted to watch WWE Network, you'd have to get like a VPN and all that shit, right?
Yes.
And you'd have to have somebody that also has an account there, no? Like you couldn't set up an account. Well, I guess maybe you could if you had the VPN, right?
Dude, you're way over my head now.
So wait, WWE Network is still a thing like overseas?
Everywhere else except here.
Okay.
Everywhere else. Kratzo over in fucking Germany has the network. The network. And we don't. Baza has the network and we don't. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking Sean Kaleo in fucking Australia has the network.
Nice.
I mean, if he wants it, I don't know if he has it, but he has access to it. So fucking stupid. Well, it is what it is. Whatever.
It is. You're right. You're absolutely right. And this is what it is. Episode 599. Special thanks to Chandler Hopkins. Member, follow him at @theyounggun_CH on Twitter and Instagram. Something tells me he's going to have a very, very successful career. It'll be something to keep your eyes on. Special thanks to everyone over at Pele Pro. Kyle, who helped set up the interviews the last couple weeks. Izzy James was great. He was a great talk. And obviously, Chandler was a lot of fun. Next week, episode 600, the Roast of Tony. It is going to be an event for the ages. I'm not going to do notes for next week. I don't know what to expect. I have a list of people I have to reach out to and set up this thing. So we'll see how it goes.
How goes it by and by?
And I told Tony yesterday, I said, if you are fucking late to this thing, I will personally drive to North Arlington and stab you. This is time sensitive. This is going to be There's a couple things up my sleeve. We'll see how it plays out.
You fuckers better hope I don't win this third year in a row.
Yeah, we're gonna have NWA picks to talk about next week, and
Oh no, we're not. We don't have to talk about it. We'll just go over that fact that I am up by 17 picks now instead of 2.
Tony, hate to break it to you, that's talking about it.
Talk about it.
well, be sure to rate, review, subscribe. Tell your friends if you enjoy the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast to check us out. Even if you don't enjoy our witty banter, at least we give great interview.
That's right.
And head.
And head.
Lots of head.
Allegedly.
Not allegedly.
We'll be back next week with Tony's big roast of Tony, our 600th episode. You're just gonna have to tune in to see who shows up for this thing.
NWA this weekend, folks.
Yeah.
Hopefully Tim Storm's crying with that fucking Sweet Charlotte over his shoulder by the end of the night.
All righty.
All right. We'll be back next week with another humdinger of an episode of the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast.
Heavy on the humming, not so much on the dinging.
Boom.
Fucking A.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll hit the button.
Bye, stupid.
I'll hit the button.
I ain't hitting
Everybody
shit.
hit the button. Who's hitting it?
My ass.
I'm